All right, we're starting, as was just pointed out, the closest that we have been in a while. Session 102. Don't read what's up there. Read
Because it's
what
not
I
accurate.
said. That is not accurate. Don't look behind the screen.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
It's right. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's 102. Shard Hunters, that's what we do. Pathfinder 2E. Let's kick it over to the GM to let us know what we're doing.
Alright, previously on Shard Hunters, our heroes had recovered the library that was the family library of their previous villain, and they've turned it over to the Order of the Keys to have it fixed and resurrected so that they can find out information on the spire that's underneath the islands. Then they found out that they need to travel to, they had to go way down south to meet one of their old friends slash nemesises, the goblin that used to torment them in the earlier games, and they managed to meet him again and find out a bunch of information that points them in the direction of going to the frozen north now. And to do so, they know they need to find some way to get into this secretive group of dwarves who are more secretive than the previous dwarves who wouldn't let them anywhere near them. So they've traveled to another dwarven stronghold to try to find information, because this is the dwarven stronghold that has most of the dwarven traders. And from here, they're trying to find information on getting into the frozen northern dwarves' citadel. And they found a lead at the end of the day that there is one of the snow elves in town to do trade. And they have some trade with the frozen dwarves. So that's our best bet. We're looking for a man named Atalis.
Is that your daddy? Atala?
You think people just name their kids names that rhyme with their names?
I mean, I did for my kids.
That's you, buddy.
I have
Doesn't mean it's
a
everybody.
note.
I didn't know Neetup had kids.
Yep.
I don't think he does.
A note that says
Rocks.
Frost Basket under Atalis' name. Why did I write Frost Basket?
That's a
Alright. I say we drop everything else this game and just research Frost Basket.
well,
All
I
right.
just did a search for Frost Basket, and the only thing I have is something in my humble bundle notes. Frost Punk.
Is that where
Yeah,
he's
that's not his
staying,
name.
maybe? Is that the name of the bar or the...
Mm,
I
Neato.
believe that is the district in which he is working.
No. The Frost area, I don't remember if it was actually called Frost Basket, but that's where they keep all the ice to keep foods cold and things like that. And so the snow elves like to hang out there when they're in town. It's
I
the
don't-
refrigerated section of the Citadel.
sounds like a cool place to be. Let's head that way.
Was this something we knew about, or something we're just now learning about?
Well, we
No,
obviously
I
knew.
did it last week.
Yeah, I have a note down.
Note down.
We
Atala,
all
Atala.
knew, right? Guys, we definitely...
I
Atala.
knew it was something like that. It was an area in which we needed to go because that's where our next clue is.
Neat up
It's-
starts heading towards the ice locker basket thing, wherever it is.
If somebody dying?
And just scream
That's
like
the other section, the Steam section.
Hey man, your
Occasionally
sirenscape's kind of
hear
weird.
people It's a pretty large citadel. You occasionally hear people screaming out loud. So yeah.
No, that would be an 11-year, oh, sorry, a 10-year-old losing her absolute mind because someone asked her to clean her room.
it sounded like a tea kettle.
Hey Rebecca, are you boiling tea in there?
Okay.
Yes, we head to the Frost Basket.
Okay. You head to the frozen area of the Citadel, and you come to a very large doorway that is probably the thickest door you've seen in this place so far. It looks like a wooden door, and it moves like it's really light, but when it opens, you see it's about 2 feet thick. And as the door opens, you're immediately assaulted by about a 30-degree drop in temperature.
My jacket on.
Ah, feels great.
Just like home.
No, it's just cold. It feels good.
All right.
It's in
Once
my
y'all
fur.
get inside,
I mean,
they
hair.
close the door again because they don't want to let the air out. And you notice they've made this into like an airlock where you go in, go down some stairs, come up, and then go in again.
Oh, it's just got like a U-bend, like a
Yeah.
sink. Okay,
So this is the warmest part of it.
cool.
Yep. I'm clothing up. Sure.
I'm checking to make sure I'm still wearing pants.
Can I take a good swig of my flask and get some liquid warmth?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You come inside, and there's not that many people in here. There are a few of the Northerners that are closer akin to Core's people, who are much more used to the cold. So a lot of them seem to work in this part of the city that are used to it. And there's a few elves, regular elves, and then you see one or two snow elves walking around as well. Beep, beep, beep.
Did you just get some message on your beeper?
I don't know. I just heard beep, beep, beep.
I think that's the business tycoon over there. I guess let's go up to the regular elves first and approach them, see if we can get some information from them.
Okay, most everyone in here is about doing some task.
Okay.
You find someone.
Let's find someone not doing a task so that
Well,
we're not interrupted.
everyone is.
Let's just
Oh.
talk with some of the snow elves and see if they know Atalis. That's what I would like to do.
All right.
Alright.
Well, let's walk up to some of them.
All right, you find the first snow elf you see.
Hey, nice to meet you. We're some adventurers looking for some information. Core, you got
And the elf is literally just staring at you now.
Right.
a little icy reception there. You got some humor down here?
Apologize. We're looking for Atalis. Do you know where he might be?
Yes, you'll want to go to the quarters at the far end,
Thank you.
the coldest.
This way.
And he gets back to doing his inventory.
That way.
Start muttering numbers out of sequence as I walk away, just under my breath. Didn't laugh at my joke.
Give us your
Me.
delivery.
For your third number, you can't move your mouth anymore.
Oh, great. I guess I don't make that offhanded comment with the core.
Extremely cold sensation under your mask.
Like it feels like ice is formed on my mouth? Okay. I'm gonna have to solve this.
Your best guess is he used a small amount of create water right underneath your mask that it froze instantly.
Brilliant. I'll have to remember that on my way out. And plug up his nostrils. Alright. Well, then I will be silent as I contemplate how I'm going to handle this.
And I am overjoyed that suddenly Needham is silent.
Alright. You make it to the back, and it's dropped another 20 degrees walking back there.
Whew.
It's now closer to 0 degrees here.
Okay. I do have plenty of clothes on it. Can I like experiment too with fire? Does that generate some kind of inner heat that I'm not freezing?
Your hands?
Yeah.
Your hands don't feel cold at all. But the rest of you isn't covered in fire.
Yeah. Can I hug myself?
Icewind Dale has become trapped in perpetual winter.
What?
You could always carry me.
just in one arm,
No, like a little baby,
like a baby,
like swaddled
a swaddled baby.
to your chest.
It's a big
We
baby.
what we got to get is a harness
Okay. Yep.
that I can like
You,
like
you want to just use like a blanket right now just to test it out?
yeah, but make sure like if I'm on your back, which could work, I could actually defend you from behind. But
Yeah,
if you
you're
put
like
me
my
on-
shield, right?
No, I would defend you with a weapon.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna get stabbed for me.
No, that was
You're gonna
not
take
the plan.
you're gonna take a car's arrow.
A Core gets shot in the back. Atala has been shot through her entire body.
That's all I dodged. But you see that there's a small dwelling that's been opened up and basically what amounts to a large crate to hold goods. You can see that there are a couple of cots and hammocks set up outside and one bed inside.
As we approach, Nadab's gonna reach down and grab Core's hand and take it and slowly put it up underneath his mask so that he can melt the ice off of his face. And then let it go and just
But
continue
it
walking
stays
inside
there
the
like
building.
this, just.
It sounds like choking out. Okay, I will begin to panic if he starts grabbing my face.
Yes.
Well, he's just grabbing the ice and melting it faster.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've had a
That's
lot of
all
weird
I'm doing.
interactions.
That's all I'm doing. As we walk in like this, the first person we see, I'll say, "Hello, nice to meet you. We're looking for Atalis."
Oh god. It's infectious.
As you turn the corner, you see a group of 3 ordinary-looking snow elves and a snow elf that's about a head taller than the rest of them.
I'm gonna take Core's hand down from my face and turn to everybody and say, "Stay frosty, guys. Core, you got this."
Oh, I thought you were doing the fucking.
Oh no, you're obviously. I'm the wingman. I don't know this stuff. I can
Hey,
hype you up.
So.
You want my assistance? Do I need to hype you up to these guys?
Yeah, you know.
You sure?
I think I'd really prefer Eve to talk to everybody and everybody else just shut up.
As y'all are discussing, the tallest turns, looks at everyone, and says, "Would y'all please shut up? We're working here."
Apologies. We are here on business though. We are looking to go north. Maybe meet some of your folks. Preferable destination to be the dwarves, the North dwarves. I forget their names off the top of my head.
Northern Frost Dwarves.
Northern
Or something like that.
Amboraz. No, is that it?
I don't know.
I feel like I have written down Amboraz.
Amboraz is the name of their citadel.
The one that we're in, or the one we're going to?
When you're going to.
Right.
You're currently in Delgurum, with the glittering halls.
Yes, we're looking to make contact with Amboraz. We're also we do have some friends up north with the Snow Elves. We met a few in the Desert of Worm.
He says something in a language none of y'all understand, and the 3 other elves go away. And he turns around and looks at you, and now you can see him clearly, and this is the tallest elf you've ever seen. He's about 7 feet tall.
We're about the same height, right?
Nope, he's a good bit taller than you.
Yeah.
And he's not wearing any armor, and he's still taller than you.
Yeah. That's fine. So are you the one we're looking for?
I am the tallest.
Very nice.
The tallest? Yeah. Yeah, Hatala.
No.
The tallest. Sorry.
I'm assuming you met one of our companions in the Orm?
Yes, we met several group of Ds.
Ah, the Ds. I am an A.
Someday I will figure out the name.
And yes, stupid friend, I am the tallest of the A, and therefore they gave me the code name Atalis so that people would think it was a normal name. They don't like when you go to a city and say, my name is A.
He's biting his tongue so hard.
Sorry, guys, I'm looking up something. Someone else filled it.
Sorry. I'm trying not to say anything.
Yeah, do you have any contact with Amboraz? What?
I was gonna say aliens.
Is there any possibility there?
I do have someone at Amboraz, and I can definitely get you into contact with the gate. And they will not kill you on truce to approach the gate and speak. But I do not have any contact that would get you inside or any information that would get you inside. I personally do not know if there's any information in this world that would do that.
Well,
Do you know of a tablet or a piece of tablet that may be within their fortress?
No, the only thing I know of is that the gate that they protect. I mean, that's what their fortress name means.
to the
It
nether
means
regions.
They are sworn to protect that gate. Of course, we've never figured out if it to protect the gate from the world or to protect the world from the gate. We do not know. Many of the early dwarven citadels were based around these large gates. Their exact purposes have been lost to the ages, but they do know that there's some danger involved with them, either coming from or going into. I do not know.
Are they of like massive workmanship? Like, could they be like giant size per se?
They're 20 feet tall.
Most of the gates are made out of some natural material where they grew in the world around them. These
But
gates, as far as I understand, predate most of the civilizations here.
Guess what I'm getting at is, do you think there could be Titan size?
Do not know. All I know is this world has many legends of multiple invasions from different dimensions, and we believe some of these gates may be responsible for those.
Okay.
From what I understand, these gates, and just this world in general, there are a lot of holes to other places, other realities. And at certain points, like the islands to the south of us used to be known as a veritable hell on earth where demons roamed regularly because of the amount of gates to the nether realm. Gates to the different levels of the pit itself were there. In fact, there used to be a mountain that was a single gate.
Eve, that's in your neck of the woods. Do you know about that one?
What are you talking about?
You said it was in the southern island. Like, you talking about the area we just came from?
The area we just came from was demon infested. We knew that. That they said there was talk of a mountain that was a gate. Doesn't necessarily mean it was the southern islands. Did you mean the southern islands when you said that?
Yes.
Okay.
Who's looking silly now, Hatala? You think I'm not paying attention?
No,
Jeez,
I know
I'm
you're
just trying
not
to find a
attention.
solution.
You just
Supposedly,
happened to be right this time.
Yep.
supposedly this mountain was some form of direct connection to the pit, and somehow some entity or group at some point in time destroyed the mountain, breaking the connection.
I heard that story.
But there are other gates like that, as I said. I do not know. How set are you on getting into this citadel?
Like
Pretty
the
much
world
one of
depends on it.
It's of dire importance.
Well, I don't know anything that can get you in, but I may know of something that could get you in, that you have to find it yourself.
Quest within a quest.
Not many people
It's
know
already a quest within a quest.
the Frozen Dwarves used to have a sister clan. They had another citadel that was called
Frozen gnomes.
Bar Azul.
Barazul.
Yes. It means the Dead Gate or the Deep Gate.
All right, well, Akara, you stay here and be our liaison, and we'll go find the dead gate.
But I want to go to the Dead Gate.
Nope.
Oh, it's known where it is.
Yeah, that you still gotta stay here.
It's in the Deadlands.
Yeah, definitely gotta stay here. Sorry, buddy.
But I want to go to the Deadlands.
Feel like going to. I don't know.
We were already going to be walking by the
Yeah.
Deadlands to get up there. I mean, we just have to take a few steps into them.
If you could find out what happened to Bar Azul, maybe even bring them information on how it fell, whatever. We do not know anything. All we know is they were at war with the Kaminoans. And then some calamity befell and the whole region died at once.
Are you okay with the possibility of us finishing this mission and it either exploding, turning into lava, or falling into the earth?
I don't think they would care as long as you give them the information as to what happened.
Then
and
we
they
can do this
look
job.
into it. If you can find the information, I can get you to the gate. My people owe you that much for your help in Orm.
How
We
would,
don't. Go ahead.
I was
or-
going to ask, how would we meet back at the here or up north? Their location?
Most likely you would return here, but if I'm not here, he marks on your map where you could find a outpost of his people.
Okay.
Depending on how long it takes you. There are no roads, so you will have to go cross country on foot.
Okay.
And it will be a long journey, and it is a very dangerous journey because you will be heading straight into the center of the largest amount of undeath on the continent.
Good thing we got an awesome priest lady thing, whatever you are, Eve. Sorry, I don't know your exact
Cleric?
hierarchy in your
We got her.
religious organization. Good talk. Good talk.
Yes. So again, there's 2 points of interest within the Deadlands. There's Bar Azul itself, and then there is the Kiminoan Fortress. Both are there, not too far from each other. I do not know where you'll find the answer that you would need, but I think you would know once you found it. Something
Right.
that would be interesting to the surviving clan of dwarves.
Something I'm not understanding. You say that you cannot get us in, but if we do find this information, we can get in.
The only thing they value more than their secrecy and their sacred duty
Is their legacy.
is to know what happened to their brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying with this information we could get in?
You could barter your way in.
Okay.
Because that is the only thing I can think of. They have always wanted to know, and they even once tried to send a delegation into the Deadlands, but because they're not used to doing anything but guarding their gate, they didn't survive the way. And they would never hire someone to do it because they do not trust any outsiders. But if you come offering answers, I think that is your best bet to find a way in. Or at least find whatever information you're seeking to know. Because again, you mentioned a tablet. That has not anything to do with their sacred order. Their goal is to guard the gate and nothing else.
Right.
So if they know anything of this tablet of which you seek, I have a feeling getting them the information they seek would be plenty of barter.
Well, we thank you for your time.
You waiting for
Did,
Needup to
did
say?
everybody freeze?
No.
It was nice to meet you.
Sorry, I got pulled off into meta thinking about
Very
our
well, I'll do it for
journey
you.
into the Deadlands.
It was very nice to meet you.
Uh,
snap.
Did Core, were you infected by something from Needup? Did he like inject some kind of pun poison into you when you touched him?
No,
Are you sure?
think
Because
so.
you've said the same non-punny joke over and over
Well,
ever
I was
since
just
you
trying to
did.
see if it was his delivery or if it was the what moment was. If you know, I'm sure it would work on some level.
okay. So, if you are preparing to go into the Deadlands, you're going to need to prepare well. There are no roads. Everything there is a fairly high level undead. And also, if you remember on your last excursion to the edge of the Deadlands, the guy with the crows was there.
So we need birdshot and blankets. No, not blankets. We're not going icy place.
Croutons.
Croutons. Yeah, maybe we should befriend them. They're really smart.
Surely not all the undead are bad.
Wiki
or-
can talk
we-
to.
we could
I
be-
meant the crows. Or
Oh,
ravens,
well,
whatever.
Okay, so I would bring up how much I'm concerned about the crow guy because all the crows because they just kind of sucked up a whole bunch of dead creation stone crystal things. But we also have our own dead stone sucker upper
okay.
now, so
Death
maybe he can
sponge.
suck up the crows.
So they're just gonna have like a big
SpongeBob
You're gonna-
trip pants.
hug it off and just see who sucks
Yeah.
the most.
See who's
That-
stronger.
I don't know if we should say it like that, but
Oh,
This
definitely
sucks
shouldn't
most.
say it like that.
Carmon, we choose you.
Car, don't we believe in you.
You death suck.
Need it. Throw me.
What we'll do is I'll like tee you up, and then Winky just uses his hammer as a driver and just.
you have to grab as many crows as you can as you fly through the air.
Yes, I'll even enlarge you so you can just like
Hey.
wait until you like leave the hammer. Pew!
Oh my goodness.
Alright. What works on dead things? Everything.
Healing.
Healing.
Punching them.
Healing. So if we can get some splash heal items, I don't know what those might be. That's probably going to work well as grenades of sort.
Holy water.
Holy water.
Atomic, don't you
silver-
have like little things that you can put spells in?
Yeah, your
I can
bullets
put
for your sling
spells in
staff.
my-
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
put like some divine stuff in it.
Oh, that would be cool. Divine stuff.
Like, I could put a play in there.
Well, that sounds like
A holy fireball right there.
Holy fireballs.
Thunderbolts and lightning, this water's frightening. I'm melting. I am melting.
Oh,
Sorry.
goodness.
Okay, so if we look at our map here,
They are lucky.
this right here is the citadel for the Kiminoans.
I can't see. Aha.
It looks like an ice cream sundae.
And this right here, next to it, is the Dwarven Citadel.
It's the fallen one.
Hmm.
Everything there's fallen.
Okay.
There's multiple cities of the undead.
Ah.
Yeah.
And where exactly are we right now?
Where the
South?
blue is.
Ow. I
Ah.
should not be messing with a knife.
No, you should not.
Each of the
It's a
little
broken
city markers on the
scissors.
map is a actual ruined city that is currently inhabited by all the original inhabitants who are now undead.
Well, we're gonna have to 100% it and just go through each one and kill everybody.
They're
'Cause
already dead.
every single living creature,
We have to
that
re-alive.
every living creature that was in that region was turned into an undead at one time.
So there's like undead rats and
Undead birds and undead squirrels and undead deer, undead moose.
mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes.
But in recent years, the area of undeath has been spreading.
Almost.
Okay. What do you guys think is our play on how to get there? Are we just traveling from here? Or are we trying to go back over to Halcyon?
I
Go
suggest we travel across the land
Why do you think that?
because there's no water.
What?
Well, there's
But
a
what if there was water?
there's a
We
portal.
could travel on the water, but
There's a portal
it's
at
like a-
Halcyon though.
Yeah, but then you have to go straight through the hills, which is a rougher terrain. You can still do it.
and they're alive with the sound of music, so you know how that goes.
I don't know if it's much of a shortcut. If you go through the portal, you're definitely going to come into contact with this town here before you make it to the towns you're looking for. But if you go over land, you're going to come into contact with this town here, and then with the Kimanoans, then with the dwarves.
That one doesn't have a skull on it, according to our map.
But it's still part of it.
But we could probably skirt that one easier than the heel.
Well, we could always sail.
So you're
down
saying go like
here.
here, and then go from here to there.
Sure.
That's the direct route. That's the direct route.
So we
Oh. Or we
Pin off that.
sail here and go from there.
Sure, our crew would love that.
yeah. Hey guys, can you take us like half a mile up the coast?
Why wouldn't they?
In
No.
the Deadlands.
I mean,
even
it's an option.
all the
I mean-
sea creatures in that area are undead as well.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like a pirate ship of
Yep, y'all fought them.
yeah. Fought a whole
So we're gonna take their ship and sail to there.
There are undead pirates in the sea there.
Yeah, dead in the water, man. Let's not use that plan.
Let's just go over easier terrain. It'll be easier for us to fight. And
At least if we get attacked on land, we don't have to worry about drowning. You know.
I mean, dead is dead.
Yeah, but dead and water. I can't breathe underwater. I can breathe on land while I'm fighting the
Oh,
undead.
you don't know
Can't
that
breathe
spell?
when you're dead.
I do know that spell, but I can only cast it on me and like 3 other people. So, good luck to the other 2.
Technically, it'd only be one because Eve can breathe underwater.
Yep. Who's drawing the short straw?
I think we got some potions
Maybe.
somewhere.
He couldn't swim with his armor.
Maybe the one that forces me to make the ocean trip.
Look, y'all were all worried about all them little places with skulls on them. I gave you an option.
I didn't say I was worried. I said let's kill them all. And then
Alright.
somebody said we can't kill the undead, so let's bring their life force to neutral so they end. I don't know how to explain that.
A negative
Still
plus a
technically-
negative
you're
is
still
positive.
killing the undead. You're still killing the undead. You're
We're,
just removing what animated them.
we're healing them to the point of death.
You're unanimating the dead.
So I have.
Yeah,
a
but if I
proposal.
cast heal on it until it's not
Hey,
alive
Hey,
anymore.
Car wants to propose to Nita.
Sorry.
I have a proposal.
No.
Is there a way?
Sorry.
Is there a way that we can take the endless decanter and turn it into an endless supply of holy water?
No.
Oh.
But there's
Because
some.
every bit of water would have to be blessed as it came out.
Well, we have a priesty character, right? Whatever she is.
It takes her time and effort and money to bless water.
We've got money.
We don't got
Endless
time.
decanter,
Well, I think that we would have to make a bunch of holy bombs.
I was just thinking, like, put it on the wagon and, like, just pour it out in a circle around us as we drive through. Yeah, sprinkler system with holy water. Just they leave us alone.
Sprinkler system.
Yeah, the sprinkler system is Winky put it in his mouth and just going.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
and you're also going to have one other problem because you know from the crow person that there are beings that have the death stones in them.
That's why we're.
Creatures with death stones in them wouldn't be harmed by holy water because they're not undead in the same way.
All right, so
That's
Car,
when-
you're gonna have to keep us updated on people that you're attracted to as we
Just
can-
go make
Alright.
out with them and suck
I'll
the death
just go
stone
give
out.
him a big hug.
Just French the stone out of them.
We're just gonna be walking. We're just gonna be walking through the mountains. I feel really attracted to that guy over there right now.
Okay. All right, no more. All right, we're good. Can we modify some like water skins to hold holy water and get like a piece of bamboo and then like hold it under your arm, like have
None
like
of this-
Oh, man!
None of this is in the book.
none of our engineers could come up with a pipe attached to a water reservoir that
I just
releases water.
I'm really good at inventing stuff at the moment. So, but I'm gonna go with a no at the moment.
Okay.
Mainly because the engineering you have is based on a hammer and an anvil. And until you can show me someone that can make a thin-walled pipe that you could do something like that with a hammer and an anvil, you can't do that. You need to have machinery to do that.
What if you made a simple nipple and placed it on the end of a wooden dowel that was hollowed out?
Again, it wouldn't be it would be a drizzle.
Okay.
All right, well, if the holy water's out, I say we just decapitate them.
I wouldn't do anything. They're undead.
Well,
need to-
they at least they'd be headless.
Could we like
That doesn't-
bring a feed trough sized container of holy water with us and just like
I got a
get
really
core
great
to
idea.
like body slam them over into it and dunk them until they die and then throw the corpse out and then do it again?
I got a really great idea. Why
Okay.
don't we leave? Why don't we leave?
I'm assuming we're having this conversation as we're like preparing stuff and everybody's ignoring me as we're actually doing what we're supposed to be doing.
I hope so.
This is all RP. This is not at all anything on actual practicality. I am filling the silence. That is it.
All right, we're
Because
going over
there's
land through the plains.
Okay.
We've got our winter gear. We've got rations. We've got foods.
Yep.
Well, it's not winter time.
Well, that was
It's spring, so it's warming up. Remember, it was only cold
Yeah.
down in the ice box.
until a wind comes upon you.
You know, y'all fix that.
Probably.
I mean,
We
who
think.
knows what we can run into.
All right. So, how far do you want to skirt the city of the dead, or do you want to try just going straight to it?
Let's go through it.
I'm good with going around it because we have no need to go through it.
Well, what
Man,
if
yeah,
they're
unless
like
something-
organized undead group that maybe like we could learn something? Maybe, hey, Core, maybe they have a library.
But we're
All
not
of this is a possibility, but if I say we don't go there unless we know specifically of something that we need in that particular area.
They're
I
probably,
just-
That's my.
they're probably really nice people and they just
I
want to
vote.
go on with their undead life.
Okay.
What?
Okay. So, when we're traveling over land, are we going to most likely have the ranger scout ahead?
I don't know. He might get pulled away without
Either
supervision.
that or the rogue,
Send them together.
or send them together.
There you go. Send them together.
because both of them are stealthy and both of them can move over land fairly quickly.
Be like Thelma and Louise.
You good with that, Hatala?
Yes.
Okay.
I will be a car's babysitter. That's what we're talking about, right?
Yes.
Okay.
A car, you should like make a tiny backpack, carry him around like Yoda.
I will only do that with core.
Oh, come on, it's like so much safer. You only live in one set of footprints, but you got twice the firepower in case you need it.
You just grab on my pointy ears and go, no, go that way.
Yep.
No,
yep,
that
yep.
way.
I'd rather have a little floaty thing that I can just sit in while he walks. It just moves along right behind him the whole time.
Pod.
Yeah.
Close it up when things go sideways.
Yeah.
Maybe like
Just
a we could do a levitating disc that can carry your weight. Disc will follow me.
I mean, how can we make that not a squirt gun?
We can't make that either.
No, I think that's a spell.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, technically,
Well, I mean, okay, so it being a spell, you can make a squirt gun. It's called
Hydraulic push.
hydraulic
Yeah, it's
push.
called hydraulic
And-
push or torrent,
and
roaring
I would
torrent.
say
We just need to have
60%
Eve in
of the
front of
time
it
that
to
he's
shoot.
used it.
Ah,
Yeah, but it wouldn't be holy water, though.
can we?
No, that's
Is
why
there
he's
like a
putting Eve in
fusion
front of it.
dance that Eve and I can do and make?
I do not want to see a combination of Eve and Nadab.
Oh, God.
would that be Neve?
Neve.
Eve did.
All right.
Okay. Y'all spend the day getting everything you need ready. Is there anything you want to purchase before you go?
We definitely want to get some holy water flasks
In
and
this
stuff
town,
like
you
that.
can find anything you want that's regularly available.
All right.
Only something that's rare would you have any chance in not finding.
Let me pull up my Nethys items.
I want 19 holy water. That would make it an even 20 for me.
I was thinking of a holy rune, but I don't have a weapon to put a holy rune on.
Holy water is 3 gold pieces each.
There was a time that was expensive.
Are we good on our funds? I don't know what happened after the last time we bought.
We have
Oh yeah, where are we sitting?
we have 15 platinum, and we have 1,788 gold. We had almost 5,000. So
Eve, which holy prayer beads are you wearing? Do you remember?
I have it says Holy Greater.
Okay, you have the greater. Need to remember, every time you cast any healing spell, you yourself get an extra D4 of healing. So if you heal anyone else or heal as an attack, you still get a little hit points back. And it does give you an extra divine wrath or remove disease or bless or heal a day as well.
William,
Yes.
it was Aladdin. The
Really?
Aladdin TV show had a sand shark in it.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That TV show was weird.
It just hit me like as, like wait, I remember. I just looked it up. It could be other ones, but
They were
that one
pirates, though?
definitely had. No, there was an actual.
Was it like a Sinbad kind of situation? Was this? Did we get that conversation on stream, or is this completely out of context for everyone?
No,
watching?
it was.
I don't
definitely-
know.
I don't know anymore.
It's probably out of context for everyone else.
It appears in at least 2 episodes: Raiders of the Lost Shark and Beast or Famine.
Do we want to get any Wand of Overflowing Life or anything like that?
What does that do?
It's 3rd level wand, a healing spell. It's 700 gold pieces though. Would it
Well,
allow anybody to cast a 3rd level healing spell?
It would serve two purposes. It would heal us and hurt them.
Mm-hmm. It is only once per day, so.
Oh, and whoever uses that item, at the next round after you used it, you get an effect of a heal of that same level on yourself.
Mhm.
Oh wow, that's fancy. No wonder. It's
So you can do a 3-action burst heal, and then the next round you get an extra heal.
Would that also affect them as well if you did a burst, or?
But the action isn't a burst; it's just on yourself.
Oh, it's a self. Okay.
It's a 1 action at the same level, 3rd level.
Also got Wand of Spiritual Warfare, which is the same spell Eve uses with Spiritual Weapon. That one's only 360.
That's not as useful.
Yeah. Well, because everybody's got a way to fight undead with their weapon for the most part, right?
Hit
Yeah.
them really hard.
I have a holy rune.
And actually, y'all have enough money. Y'all have enough high enough level. Y'all can find the Wand of Overpowering Life 4th level.
Could I look around for a weapon that has a holy rune on it? I'd be willing to try to sell or trade my.
Disrupting is the one for undead. Disrupting.
What's that? Disrupting? Basically, to be able to maybe trade the flame tongue for something like that.
Disrupting is a level 5 rune. And what is your flame tongue? Flame tongue is level 13. Wait, really?
I don't know what those hags were doing.
Is it a flame tongue you got?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that thing's worth about 2,800 in brand new. So if you wanted a disrupting weapon, you can't afford disrupting greater, but you can get a disrupting weapon, no problem.
I don't know. Do I know, or does anyone know with, I don't know, any lore they have, if just my general fire abilities would be enough to do damage to them?
Say that again.
The general fire stuff that I have, is that enough to do damage to undead?
Most undead are weak to fire as well.
Okay.
Fire is usually one of the things that's bad to the undead because they're usually dry.
Yeah. Okay, I feel mostly safe. How you feeling, Winky?
Would you allow for life shot in arrow form? I think it came into play. I don't know. That's Treasure Vault, so it's not. It's not APG. Never mind.
See something. You know, you could put an extra rune on Winky's Maul because he only has 1 rune on it and he's got a +2.
Disrupting for Winky?
Disrupting is only 150 gold for regular disrupting.
I'd go for it. Anything that improves the
It only does an extra d6 damage to a positive energy to the undead, but on a critical hit, it also enfeebles them.
Winky, do you feel like you can get a critical hit?
Maybe.
Alright, well this
He
is...
usually just pulls things apart when he criticals them.
Yeah, well I don't want to play your character for you, so you let us know what you want to do, bud.
There's a rune that would be better for Winky.
I don't know. While that does that, the Holy Rune, which is, I will admit, more expensive, which we might not even have enough to actually do it, but when you get a critical hit, you regain HP to double the evil creature's level that you hit.
It's really good.
and we do fight a lot of evil creatures.
If you...
That's mostly against demons and things like that, yeah.
Yeah, and if you really needed health, you can just hit it up.
So an undead
Chaotic
does not
neutral.
count as evil?
They are evil, but they don't. It doesn't always work the same. Basically, evil is a little bit more specific, but it generally does apply, just not always, because all the undead are slightly different. There's a lot more variation in the undead than there are in demons.
Which is weird, because we've met demons that we allowed to live.
Yeah.
Actually, we've met undead we've allowed to live.
We make friends.
Yeah, if anyone is interested, the basic rules are buying a +2 striking weapon starts at 1,000 gold.
What's your backup weapon, Winky? Does it have any kind of runes on your whip or anything?
Got that
It has an
whip.
ordinary dagger.
Well, he has the
He's
whip.
also got
No,
that
whip.
Oh, he's got the whip, yes, but I haven't done the stats for it yet.
You want a rune for that?
Maybe. I don't know what you could get.
You want to just use the flame tongue for now, and I'll just...
I don't see any of my additional runes.
mean,
Where do you see those on your character sheet?
Something to keep in mind, though, putting a disrupting on his hammer is probably still not a bad idea.
just
We might
roll
as well go ahead and just do that, and then when he wants to change it out, we can change it to something else. But for the time being, it's gonna help us. But improving anything else is good too. It's just real cheap to get him the disrupting.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a +2 on mine, but I do not see anything specifically assigned to it. Is there somewhere I would be seeing that?
No, because it's just not there.
Okay.
Because mine are very complicated, but there's not enough information to actually look at them and tell that.
I mean, like, does it show anything?
Not
Like, I
that,
don't see
not that I've
anything.
ever seen. Like, so mine, I've got, which mine says adamantine, which shows what it's made of, and then it says that it has wounding. So like adamantine air wounding. So, but that's part of how Charles built this.
Yeah.
To show it, but that doesn't actually show anywhere in here that I have those. It's confusing. Some
Sorry, I rolled it just to see what mine.
Well, you have so yours says ethereal, but that's because
Right.
it's made of that.
Right.
That's not a rune. I would say beyond that, looking at this, you don't have any runes on that.
I have I have a returning because it's. Yeah.
Well, where does it
'Cause
show
it's
that?
throne. I'm looking at the throne aspect of it, which would be the only reason that. Well, no, I could throw my axe anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't. It just doesn't say return. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't actually
You just
tell
have to-
you what
yeah.
it does.
Well, I guess in that case, I can't remember what my other one was supposed to be. I knew I had returning on it.
You know what? That's
But-
possible. I could have it noted down.
Sorry, I am.
It has returning.
I'm a bad player.
It has returning and thundering on it.
Thundering. Okay. Okay.
I guess I gave you one of my thunderings. That's what it was.
Yeah, you basically made it into Axe Hammer.
Okay.
Sorry, I clicked up, but I'll just go ahead and state that I'm attaching this to my weapon.
One of your iron cubes.
Yeah.
Hayden, roll damage.
Now it shows thundering.
Yeah.
Sonic.
Sonic damage. But it does not actually show that it has it. It just has the damage in there. I wish
Yeah.
they did show it. So
Like,
it would be easier
like
to
on
tell.
this, it would show somewhere on here that it was thundering.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says thundering.
Just
1d6.
open
No.
up the.
That's
No, no,
only because he rolled damage.
Right.
If you look at your sheet or if you do an
Oh.
attack, it doesn't say anything.
Yeah, I got
You
it.
have to roll damage to know what it
For
is.
it
That's why I
to
had
see
him
it.
roll damage. That's the literal thing we talking about.
Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
paying attention to you.
Yeah, only I can go down and see the details of the weapon.
Yep. That ain't got nothing. But then again, I don't really use my weapons that frequently. I forgot I had that.
Javelin?
No.
Too much text.
It's a ring of counterspell.
There is Crushing Greater, which is fairly cheap that you can get for his hammer. It causes the foe on a critical hit to become clumsy 2 and enfeebled 2 until the end of your next turn.
That sounds useful. What are you thinking, Winky? Would you rather have that or something that really only works? I'm not, the way I'm framing this makes it make, I'm trying like I'm trying to sell it to you, but would you rather have that where it hurts every enemy and does that to them, or would you rather have right now going and fighting the undead where it would do extra damage to them?
I'll do the undead thing.
I almost want to buy him the other one too, so we switch it out when we're done.
Do
Okay,
it.
I found the stupidest one that he might love.
What is it?
Extending.
Oh, Lord.
And then you can use like gravity to just.
Does he get like a
It allows
10-foot?
It allows you to do a 2-action attack. You extend your weapon instantly, giving you impossible reach. You strike with a melee weapon and have a reach of 60 feet for the strike.
What? How
Yep.
many times does he
Yep.
get to do that? Every time?
It's a 2-action thing, so you can do that once around.
So you could do that,
Oh.
and then it
Look
could
at
attack.
his face right
normal.
now. He doesn't need thrown anymore.
Can you use that in conjunction with like a pole vault? Launch himself through the air with his leap.
Basically, it's Goku's staff.
Exactly what I was thinking as soon as you said it.
I'm gonna do that one.
Oh, and if you later on, when you get to level 13, if you can find the money, it's 3,000. But extending greater gives you a 120-foot strike.
This seems broken.
If only you were a barbarian and could do, what is it, sweeping blow or something? We can do the, like, attack multiple enemies.
I already have that.
This seriously.
Well, you
seems
can't do that with that though, because
you
literally
can-
you're pushing it into the enemy in one move.
Okay. Oh, you're just extending it out into the enemy. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I was thinking, like, up, and then just, like
Now,
Does
it's
he have
not
to have?
exactly like his staff?
gravity
Does he have to
hammer.
have a clear area? So, like, if he extends, if there's somebody standing in the way,
Push them back 60 feet.
Well, you're allowed to move through squares your friends are in. But if he fumbles, I'd say he'd hit them instead.
okay. So we got to keep that in mind. But I mean, that's
If
pretty crazy.
would it push the enemy back?
You miss
like,
and
to a
you
wall or
punch through the
something?
wall behind the enemy.
Only if your attack pushes them back would it do that.
It
So
just lets
when
you
it impacts,
attack.
it impacts up to 60 feet away.
It
Yeah,
gives
just
you
allows
a
to swing up to 60 feet away without moving.
We going with the 700 gold on that?
It's worth it.
Do it.
All right, we bought that. That's going on your hammer, bud. Just by your face, we know you want that.
I already said I wanted it.
I know. I'm just
You guys just don't
repeating
listen.
it. I'm just dude.
We're
Dude.
repeating what your face
Dude.
said, man.
Bro.
Dude.
Bro, man,
Oh.
dude,
Bro.
bro.
What did mine
Dude,
say?
Man, bro. Sorry, what?
Dude.
Man.
What does mine say?
What's up?
I
Sorry.
don't know what y'all are in totally
I don't
different
know.
movies.
I
What are
know.
you doing?
I'm being stupid. I thought that's what we were all doing.
No, we were quoting from Dude Where's My Car,
I know.
which is the second time I've done that today. We were quoting the and then line earlier today.
And then. And then. And then Charles said he was done with us crazy butts. I ain't dealing with you guys no more.
Hey, if any of y'all have a thrown weapon, there's a mean one for thrown now.
Oh, really?
Swarming.
What?
What does it do?
Is that you throw it and it just keeps hitting it?
Able to copy itself many times over when thrown in the air, is filled with deadly blades. A swarming weapon turns a single weapon into a shower of devastation. With a 2-action command, frequency once per hour, you fling your weapon and it turns into a 30-foot cone of your weapon raining down on people.
Can I has? I'll take off the Sonic one. Get that.
Basically, it makes a 30-foot cone where everything in there gets a DC 27 reflex save or take double your weapon's normal damage.
I can't remember what was on my hatchet. But I know it's returning for sure. Oh, I have striking on it too. Never mind. Or is that the double?
Striking is not one.
Okay.
Your striking doesn't count.
And swarming is only 700.
Oh no, I don't have striking. The striking comes from my kukri when I'm having it doubled. Because I have the doubling rune.
Yeah. So you couldn't do that with a. It had to be enchanted itself to do that. So Winky, do you know which one you want?
The extended one.
Okay.
Look at his face. He's so happy. And remember, you got them other things where you can throw it too. Just to throw it. He's like, I'm gonna throw it
And then
30
you can
feet
teleport with it.
and then extend it from that to hit that guy.
Oh man, could you imagine a shower of Winky's hammer?
Hey, Charles.
They're like
would-
dropping anvils onto the opponent.
Would Vital Beacon act as if it was healing undead that hit me? The way it plays is that you cast it, and then once per round, an ally can interact with you to lay on hands to regain hit points.
Because Vital Beacon is a choice to do.
Okay.
You choose to do a Vital Beacon.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because it has to be a willing participant, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Charles, just want to note at some point I do need to roll up whatever spells I learned a while back.
Oh yeah. Do you want to go ahead and roll for them?
Sure. How do you want to do it? And am I picking certain ones to learn?
Well, you had a whole week, so you could have learned any of them that you had. I thought we already did that.
You told them all to me.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
What level's the spell?
Well, I have from cantrip all the way up to mini levels.
Right. Start with one skill you want to learn and tell me what the level is.
All right, I want to learn Vampiric Touch, level 3.
All right. Make an Arcana check.
You learned it.
You learned it, and 4 other people around you suddenly know it too.
Yep.
Apparently,
What is this?
It did not consume the scroll when you learned it, so you still have the
I
scroll.
was actually training with vampires. What is... I have Scroll Divine written down, but I don't know what that was. The level 2 is the first level 2 when you told me.
Hold on, I have to pull out my notes.
Fireball, agonizing something. Find undead, hypnotic hazard, undead touch, chromatic ray, bounding barrier, hallucination shot. I don't have that one written down.
Really? Maybe it was just a scroll.
But I missed all of the level 1s.
This was like the very first level 2.
I have 6 level 2s written down and nothing with that as a...
There were only 2 level 6s.
No, level 2s. I have 6
Oh, I see.
level 2s written down. I do have 2 level 6s written down as well.
8.
Ooh, that's not...
We can just do silence and just keep it simple.
Which one's silence?
It's a level 2.
Make your check. What was the number? I'm in a different screen right now, so I can't see.
It was a level 2.
It was 11.
Oh, what I rolled?
He rolled an 11,
Rolled an 11, total of 33.
which is 33.
Then you succeeded.
Alright.
And the scroll was consumed.
Okay. How many would I have gotten a chance to have learned at this point?
In the week, you could have learned all of the ones you had available.
Oh, all of them. Okay.
Because it only takes about an hour to learn a spell from a scroll.
Okay. Do we want to just work through the level 1 stuff?
Sure.
Alright. Animate Undead.
Roll.
35.
You got it? And the scroll was not consumed.
It says Ray. That's all I have written down for level 1. Ray. Probably Ray of Frost. Guessing. Is that a cantrip?
I think it was Ray of Enfeeblement.
I already have Enfeeblement.
Do you have Disrupt Undead?
I do.
Oh wait, now I realize where I put the stuff. Hold on, I can actually tell you what the spells were.
Nice.
It's under NPCs, because I made this guy an NPC. Before y'all went around him. I was planning to have a long, drawn-out fight with him.
Was this the guy we were going to put in a sack?
Yep.
Yeah, we should have put him in a sack.
That was a beautiful plan.
What's his name again?
Sackman.
No, Stackman.
Ray of Enfeeblement was the only ray he had.
Okay.
And you said Divine something? What level?
2. It said Scroll Divine, but that's all I had written down.
may have just meant it was a divine.
Something.
Because he actually doesn't have any spell with the word divine in the name.
No worries. I'll just cross it off and we'll move on. All right. You want to just work through level 1s and I just start rolling?
Mm-hmm. Which one?
All right. We did animate undead already. I think I already know. I already have Ray of Enfeeblement. So I'm gonna do Illusionary Disguise.
Okay.
Right, 39.
You succeeded, and the scroll's still there.
Command.
Okay.
That was a 27. Rolled up a 5.
You succeeded, but the scroll is consumed.
Right. Alarm. That was
You
it.
succeeded, and the scroll is consumed.
Right.
Nice Wilhelm scream there.
Dispel magic. Level 2.
Yep.
38.
Succeeded, and the scroll was consumed.
Hideous laughter. Level 2. That's 40.
Succeeded, and the scroll stayed.
Mirror image. 25.
Succeeded, and the scroll was destroyed.
Visibility.
Succeeded, and the scroll was destroyed.
Paranoia. This one is. Paranoid.
Paranoia. Succeeded, and it was destroyed.
And we did silence already, right?
Yes.
Touch of idiocy.
You already know that one.
Just because I traveled with Nita.
You succeed, and it was destroyed.
Alright. I know at some point I'll have to decide what I actually have available, right?
Yes.
Hey Eve, what level of spells do you have right now?
Firebolt!
Like what I go up to?
Yeah, what's your top level?
Ooh.
6.
6, okay. Eventually you need to look out for Cremate Undead. It'll be a level 8 cleric spell.
I have
But you should have Turn Undead, I believe. It's a level 2.
That succeeded and was destroyed.
I have something written down for level 3 that starts with A, but I don't know what it is because it got very sloppy.
Agonizing, and then mine is noted agonizing something.
Agonizing despair.
Yep.
Nakari, you don't have any spells associated with your Deathstone stuff, do you?
And Bind
He's-
Undead.
Yeah, that was going to be my question, is does anybody have Bind Undead?
Alright, all of those are succeeding, and all of them are being destroyed too.
Okay.
I can't start learning my Deathstone stuff until next level.
Hypnotic Pattern.
Allie knows about hypnotic pattern.
Same thing.
Oh, I forgot my cantrip of Phase Bolt.
Ooh.
Just click.
Your mouse.
Thank you. Alright.
This is not like a have to have right now thing, but Charles, I'm going to send you a cantrip that kind of plays into my RP a little bit.
That's all of mine for now.
Can you not do the others?
I don't know level 4 through 6 spells yet.
Okay. What was the vampiric thing?
Vampiric
What
Touch,
level? Yeah.
level 3.
Do you have chill touch, Eve?
And that was consumed or
Which one?
vampiric touch?
That was my first one. That was the nat 20.
So not consumed.
Correct.
Got him noted.
Okay.
Okay, I put all those spells on your sheet.
And how do I take care of managing all this?
With
Basically, you
magic.
still have your very limited spells per day. You should have unlimited on the sheet, and you got to remember you can only cast, was it like 3 a day for most of them? I think you get 1 level 3.
2 2s and 3 1s.
I think so, and unlimited cantrips.
I do have.
But you can only have 5 cantrips a day prepared.
Alright. I do have.
So basically, which of the 5 cantrips are the ones you have and which you don't have each day?
I only have 5 cantrips.
Perfect.
I do, however, with the wizard hat, have prestidigitation.
You have more than 5.
Do I?
Oh,
Mhm.
man, that's a cool one.
I see Goose, the
Oh,
figurine.
sorry, this is not 1. So yes, you have 5.
Okay.
You have all of them now.
Okay.
Okay, hold on, Nita.
Did we spend the money for the holy water?
What was the cost on that?
3 times 19.
Yeah, we're good there.
Okay. And I can divvy them out as needed. I just wanted to have. Is there a way that you can like pour holy water over your weapon, kind of like an oil?
No.
Or...
No, but there's
No.
a spell called Disrupting Weapons, which is a divine tradition that Eve could possibly learn.
We could
Yeah.
also do a combination of I cast grease on you and Nadep hits you with a fireball.
Mhm.
Well, the reason I was asking is because I don't want the same fumble to happen as that frost vial that I had, where I
We
throw it. It's
tried.
like I miss a huge dragon that's 2 stories
Mhm.
tall.
That's why I'm not even getting holy water in a vial, because apparently I can't throw for nothing when it's in a bottle.
Well, I
Because
have
of
been
the
practicing
stats.
with my hatchet, so you know.
Well, that's not even how it works. That's a totally different stat bracket.
RP.
If Eve would learn Disrupting Weapons, we could target up to 3 weapons and increase their damage to 3d4 of positive energy per hit.
That's pretty cool.
And it looks like it doesn't say when that wears off. The duration of the spell is 1 minute, but
Which is 10 rounds.
yeah. So I don't know if that would be worth trying to find. I mean, it's a level 1 spell, so it shouldn't be difficult to find. I just don't know what she would have to do to learn that. Oh, Floating Disc is also a level 1 spell. If we wanted to make Hatala a little
Yeah,
Grogu
disrupting
saucer.
weapon is only good in a 5th level slot.
Yeah, that was my thought. Like, it's...
And she has much better 5th level spells, frankly.
Okay.
She's got some very good high level attack spells now.
Yeah. I really wish we could do, is it Buffeting Winds? But that's from a extra, like a not core rulebook adventure path. It doesn't do any damage to your living opponents, but it blows away undead, doing like 3d4 bludgeoning damage.
I do have a question. Do I have access to the signature spell? There's with the sorcerer, I believe you can automatically heighten 1 spell.
Hold on.
Ooh, I know that one.
I think it's otherwise I have to learn the spell at each different level.
Atala, remind me before you go into battle to cast Magic Stone on your sling staff bullets. Or I guess, no, I'd have to do that in battle, because it's only a 1 minute duration as well.
You would be able to get them all at once or one at a time?
It would be 3 at a time.
All right, hold on. Core, what do you mean signature spell?
Signature spell. So normally with sorcerers, you have to learn you don't get to automatically heighten something. You have to learn that spell at each level you want to cast it at. With the sorcerer, they do have one spell that is their signature weapon that lets them automatically heighten that spell.
As they level.
Yeah, so if
rather
it was a
than learning the
cantrip,
higher
I could
level.
heighten the cantrip to whatever. So like say Phase Bolt is you could heighten it to whatever level. I guess up to level 3.
Sorry, I had a head cannon. I just read a spell. Eve could also learn Mimic Undead. We could just pretend to be undead and walk through the whole thing.
That does not appear to be anything to do with dedication.
It's divine tradition.
I'm not talking to you.
You're not even acknowledging it. Okay, I got it.
Alright, I'll look into it later if I figure it out.
Yeah, the sorcerer dedication does not have that as own ability. Because remember, everything to do with your dedication is by a feat you get that does it. None of the innate abilities are there. And I don't see that as one of their feats. That's just an innate ability they get as being a sorcerer.
Since Core did not consume the Hideous Laughter scroll, I would like to try to learn it.
We've already got Hideous Laughter.
Oh.
That 20 sat there for a second. $29 total.
29?
Yeah.
You got it. Consume the scroll.
Thank you.
Yeah, there is no archetype feat for signature spells. Let's see. Tala, what spell was that?
Hideous Laughter.
Alright. Is that the only one you learned?
Yes. I don't know if I want. I have Illusionary Disguise. I'm not sure about Ray Enfeeblement. I mean, I could try to learn Ray Enfeeblement.
It's a hard one to land.
When?
You gotta basically find someone that has a weak
Yeah,
a
I
weak
just
health
don't.
pool.
Not sure I want to give up what I have in those slots right now.
Gotcha.
Like, because if it's not useful to me, I don't see any need to learning it right now. Because like my 3rd level spells, like I got 3 different spells in there, so I don't want to learn another 3rd level right now. My 2nd level, I have the same spell 3 times. I can learn a 2nd and add and mix that in a little bit.
Okay, so that's the only spell?
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
No problem. We done?
Yep, let's go home, everybody. Y'all, good night.
Yep.
Thank you so much for watching.
Gosh, somebody like put that guy out of his misery. He was screaming.
Alright, we head out. Leave one of these behind to represent the boat. Here we go. our first day of travel, and the only thing that really happens is you see one of the patrols from the Dwarven Citadel. They don't pay much attention other than watching you as you go, and they seem a couple of them may even be laughing as you're walking in that direction.
Uh-oh.
All right, that day and night passed nicely. Y'all are getting into the borders of the Deadlands. You notice that as you're approaching the north from here, the sounds are getting very quiet. You stop hearing birds, and the only sound you hear is the sound of the wind. And the air gets a heavier, almost dead, rotten smell to it, but not as bad as it's going to get. And one of the things you were warned about, I'm going to say this, I forgot to say it ahead of time. Do not eat anything in the Deadlands.
Is this
Anything-
like a
Even cheese?
Anything
Like-
that comes from the Deadlands is poisonous.
say like? Can we eat? Do we have to go home to eat, or can we eat what we brought? Or once it goes in the
I
Deadlands,
can make
it's
food.
no good anymore.
But you can eat what you brought, but if you dropped it on the ground, don't try to eat it.
See, that's important information.
No 5-second
Meet
rule.
up.
Don't eat debris. I got it. Sorry. Cheesy joke. I'll own it. It's mine.
You had to say
It's
two
nacho.
jokes, two jokes to get to that one.
I want nachos.
Yep. I have some. But you can't have any. Because they're nachos.
During the middle of the night, while Kor is on guard duty,
Of course.
you notice something slowly walking in the camp, heading towards your campfire.
Kill it.
Hello? Good evening.
It is a dead rat.
Dead bat?
Dead rat.
Rat.
And it's just slowly walking towards the campfire.
I'm gonna observe it. I'm gonna make sure it's not gonna go towards any tents and towards the campfire.
It walks and walks, and then it jumps in the campfire.
Okay,
Suicidal undead rat's cool.
just gonna let that be.
It's going.
Is it going to explode?
tasty.
No, it just burns up.
Okay. Yep.
This might be easier than I thought.
I'm
We'll
gonna
just build
tell-
campfires
I'm just gonna
outside
let
the
everyone
camp every
stay
time.
asleep. I'll let them know about that in the morning. Do not want to breathe the smoke, so I'll, do want to try to fish it out of the fire and throw it off to the side.
Okay.
But it's a rat.
Enough burn pit stuff around that.
I just
Don't wanna
meant,
breathe
how are
that
you
in.
gonna fish a rat?
So Kor takes his journal out and notes down in his things I never wanted to see but have now seen. It just adds that to that list.
Right underneath. Never mind.
Right underneath having to touch Needup's mouth for 20 minutes.
That's how long that went on.
I was gonna say
No,
seeing
it
a
was
child
probably
naked,
longer
but
than
whatever.
What was up with all the slobber?
What?
I thought it was just the ice melting, but it was kind of sticky.
I've got a condition.
Sneeze on me or something? Your nose running from the cold?
Yeah, sure. My nose is always wet. I mean, cold. Or, yeah.
Okay.
See how quiet it gets when I'm not saying random crap.
When everyone wakes up in the morning, I do want to let them know that their undead's attracted to the fire.
So was it attracted to the fire, or was it putting itself out of its misery?
Could have been either one, but the purpose of us getting more undead upon us, fire might be bringing them in. It could also be a distraction. We put a fire off to one side while we run away.
Or I could just
Okay.
cast fireball and see if they chase after it.
Your cats.
How long does a fireball usually last when you do cast it, though?
It's instantaneous.
Yeah, because I feel like
120 feet away.
all I've ever had is flash, and my head is all the hair on my face is gone.
You're welcome.
Each time they've
Save some
blown up.
time shaving.
Okay. From here, you can actually see the city nearby. And it looks like people are going about their business as usual.
Is there like a parade there?
There's no parade, there's just
Just-
people living their lives.
No black parade? Okay. Disappointed. Okay.
The only thing that looks weird is most all of them are shambling, and some of them do not look like they're completely intact. But they're all still shambling about like that kind of activity you'd see in a city.
They're like undead muggers that are like knocking over undead ladies walking down the street with their bags of gold.
Out there,
Or is it just like
undead kids?
people just
kicking
going
around the
mindlessly about? It's just somebody else's head.
From a vantage point, you see a patrol of horsemen leave town.
Were they headless, or were there 4 of them?
None of the above.
Okay.
Why were those the two options?
The headless horseman or the horsemen of the apocalypse? I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Just trying to make sure they're not fabled horsemen that we may know of.
Why would we know of either of those?
I don't know.
There are 6 undead horses with undead knights riding on them.
Are they coming towards us?
It looks like they're heading out in a patrol pattern around the town.
Did they see us?
Mm-mm.
Hey, we should put out some caltrops, but like dip them in holy water first,
Thank
just
you.
on the path.
We already talked about how that doesn't work.
We can make them horse trops.
You can't just dip stuff in holy water and have it make more damage happen to dead things. We've talked about this.
All right, but
what
before,
if we put a
before you
caltrop
crush our,
on
all of our
top of a
dreams,
bottle of
before
water?
you crush all of our dreams,
Yeah.
what if we, like, had Midnight drink a bunch of holy water, or just
And
had
then
it in
pee
her
on it.
mouth that way when she bites?
Or we could
I
dig
don't
like a
think Midnight
tiger
would like
pit
that too
and then
much.
like fill the bottom with like holy water instead of big spikes.
I mean,
And
if,
then when they
if
ride the horse
that's
over
our
it.
route, we can just all just drink the whole, like put the holy water in our mouth, and all we walk around town like this.
I'm pretty
And if
sure your
anybody
mouth would
starts-
negate the holiness of the
Mm.
water.
Yeah.
Whose mouth?
I mean anybody's, but yours specifically too, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't speaking of you specifically, but you're included. Eve's, I
won't.
guess, would be the only one that would not be, I guess.
If
I
anything,
don't understand
any
how this
water Eve
holiness stuff
spits out
works.
would be holy. That's how
Yeah.
that would go.
I thought that we tried this method earlier and we got shot down.
I mean, we did, but it's the
Yet here we
closest
are
thing we
again.
would have to have it work.
Plus,
Let's put
if,
water skins of holy water out on the ground and just poke one singular hole in the middle of it, so when they step on it, it
We're not
squirts up.
planning on attacking this town.
I see
we're
enemies, we
walking
kill them.
by it,
I don't
right?
know.
Don't know why you automatically
no,
assume
here's-
they're enemies though.
Yeah, they're
They're
living
undead
they're living
horsemen.
their undead. They're living their
That's all
undead
it-
lives.
Aren't you like against that though? Like,
I
shouldn't
am,
they pass
but
on?
can I kill an entire
There
town?
was a suicide. We can burn it. Just burn the whole town.
Is
Wait,
that what
that's
you
the
wanna
I
do?
am for this plan. I start casting fireballs into the city. I'm joking.
You're not
No,
even
I-
close enough to hit the edge of the city.
I am definitely against
I'm pantomiming
the
my
undead,
plan.
I've run into so many situations where it just doesn't seem to work out. Where you
Atala,
can just take them all
you
out.
sneak in. You sneak in and put whatever burns up, whatever we use for that, and then we'll light it up.
Could we?
Do you want us to burn down this town?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm of stunned
Why
silence.
are y'all now against burning stuff up?
No,
I mean,
it's
it's
just
a
your
whole
suggestion
town.
of it. I'm good with it. Let's do it. Let's go.
Well,
Nope,
now
no
that
change
you're
ideas.
suggesting
Hey,
it,
who
it
can
seems
all
like a
cast
terrible
grease?
idea.
Nope. Shoot, nope. Who can cast grease? Let's all line up and start spraying it on the walls.
I feel like we're
Let's
gonna
go.
die horribly if we do this. We need to
It
not.
just seems like a
Let's
bad
just,
idea.
you know, I'm even more for skirting around the city at this
Nope.
point.
Nope, we're burning
Oh,
down.
at
You
this-
said we should do it. Let's listen to
At
Eve.
this point, a car.
She's
hears
always
this
the voice of
conversation and puts his hood up. It
Let
goes
me ask-
invisible and starts
me ask this,
stealthing
do we-
away.
Hey,
we know
hey,
of, like,
pay attention to me. Don't
historical-
look at a car. Go burn it.
Do we know of like historical moments where people
Uh-oh.
have interacted with
Hold on,
these-
we lost videos for someone.
Oh no,
Eve.
Eve was tired of our BS and left.
Do we know of
She's too excited to burn the village down. She had to go set herself.
Yeah.
Eve just like whoop, pops out of existence for a second, appears in town, and it starts burning. Comes back.
So what happened, guys?
Well, but though that does, since you've done that, Akar, I do want to like message you. That, hey, can you do some reconnaissance on the town just to see if they're friendly or just are they like people that we can communicate with? We burn them all down kind of situation, or do we just kind of skip them because they're just going about their business?
I will do reconnaissance. I can't make any promises.
Also message to Akar, don't go sucking anybody, okay?
Now, remember, you're still half a day's walk from the town.
Akar, come back.
What the hell are you doing?
We're going
Car
around.
pulls his hood off.
We're
It's
seeing
like,
this
what?
town at a half day's walk from it.
Okay. So
Full day if you're sneaking.
let's skip the
It's
town.
flat, so you could see it.
It's like it's Smith Stillis. You can see it from forever away.
What's the word on Eve? Did she pass out?
You're muted.
Me?
No,
Weird.
Derek's muted.
Oh,
I'm assuming he's
I'm
talking to her.
talking to Melanie right now.
Ah.
I have not heard
That's not
whatever y'all have
Eve.
said for the past 10 minutes. I feel
Any word on Eve?
You just called for her, I think.
Yeah, that was. I definitely read the
Yep,
lips.
I
on
recognize that sound.
that. Yeah.
Do we want to try and have a stealthier approach? I mean, we've got our wagon, right? I'm assuming we're not just hoofing it. Or are we just hoofing it?
there were
You
no
normally
ro-
bring your wagon, and that's one of
Yeah.
the reasons you're going slow.
yeah, that
Okay.
way it gives
We-
us a door to work with.
I don't really know what y'all have discussed up to this point, but we had already planned on skirting around this. Are we still? What's the plan right now?
Eve said we should burn it down, so we're gonna go burn it down.
Okay,
Skirt around.
so-
What happened when I was gone?
Do we have information or know-how of like how these towns have reacted to people coming into them or being near them
They
or anything
died.
like that?
It's
Do
an
they
undead
just
town.
do they just
The only historical knowledge you know of the area is the Deadlands have been slowly expanding for the last few years. Every once in a while, there have been pushes to take the Deadlands back, and every time an army has been mustered and brought into there, every one of them have added to the citizens of the Deadlands.
here is my thought. We have on countless endeavors ran into situations where we had a whole bunch of bad things all around us. And we didn't kill them all. We dealt with the ones that came at us. So why there's no reason to go after a town because here's
Okay, we're not
here's a
burning it down.
possibility. Here's a possibility. We skirt around the town. We get there. I appreciate that information, Eva, and I'm glad. But we skirt around. we get to where whatever's making this happen and we stop that, and there's no more Deadlands forever. That's my goal. That's why I'm okay with
These
walking
people are
around the
still
town.
already dead, but okay. Yeah, got it. Understand. Let's go.
I mean, well, then we
There's no
burn the
reason
town
to
down if
stay.
that's what the case is. But
I mean, don't blame us if your deity abandons you. It's okay. Let's go.
like,
That's when you vote for the volcano ending.
Yes.
if my deity wants me to come back here and burn this town down, I believe that she will guide me in that direction.
Yes, this town has been leveled before by invading armies. And it has been rebuilt every time.
Well, as the ranger, I say we stealth around this thing. I'm not getting involved in that. I'm all for coming back later, but not right now.
Oh, I just tried for 30 seconds to self-decide with an S.
All right, let's skirt this.
We have
It's okay, Nita. We'll burn down another one.
other cities we're gonna have to come into, like, we have to
All
come
right,
into contact
the
with
next city we
Kaminoan
come to,
one.
I get to burn down. Is that okay with you?
I don't think that's a really good way to make decisions.
Look, we decided your way on this last one. The next one is mine. I get to pick the next
It's
one.
gonna
There's
what?
2 ancient citadels you have to assault.
Like,
Okay.
Yeah, we have to go to them, but like we make a decision like that, we take like 2 steps, and all of a sudden we find out there's a city full of children that are not undead.
Yes. I don't care. You agreed to it, man. I'm
That's
sorry.
why I'm not agreeing to it. We don't make decisions
Fine.
on the next.
As I said, armies have invaded, and every time the armies of the Deadlands repulsed the invaders, and every one of the invaders was added to their population.
I mean, we'd only give them 6.
Oh, you think I'm dying too?
Okay, we're only gonna give them 4.
I'm
No,
going invisible and
Leave
I'm
them a
walking out.
doorway to the tree.
3.
You're just gonna leave them a doorway to the tree so they can get everyone there too.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna turn into a tree and not worry about it.
Then you start
And then you'll
eating.
be an undead tree for the rest of eternity.
And then I will leave.
Now you start eating from the ground and you get poisoned.
Now
Oh.
the Deadlands actually got created because of the Kaminoans, correct?
Yes, they were attacking
going-
before they lived here.
We're going to the Kaminoan Citadel. Like I said, the way we will find why it's happening, and we can stop it.
Fine, use your logic. Let's make our
I
way
do
there.
believe that there was a dragon, a horde of dragons attacked the Kaminoans and wiped them out up here.
That was down south.
At the swamp.
Schwamp.
No one's died out up here in war with the dwarves when the Deadlands were created.
Ah, okay.
A calamity broke out and killed everyone on both sides.
What
And surrounding towns as well.
in the Lone Mountain underground where they had the Death Titan eyeball, there was a lot of dead things there as well, right?
Yes.
I mean, the one that's in his chest now.
Those were the Death Dwarves.
They
And-
created.
They used a ritual to turn everyone undead on their side.
Hmm.
And then they like collapsed the mountain.
So is
I think
Raven
the power ritual was stolen.
is Raven Boy just a really powerful lich that's? Did we get a good enough look to tell if he was just a wizard or undead or something, or is he living?
You didn't see him because he was up in the air floating and he had a cloak and the robe. He
It was
basically
far
was
away.
dressed like the stereotypical view of death. Big heavy robe.
Saw a lot of
Just call him
crows.
the
We
crow.
were counting crows.
Yeah, basically, in Valheim you see Odin at night. That's the best you can say when you saw him, but you didn't even see his face that much.
Okay.
It's a bunch of crows in a trench coat.
Yep. It's not actually a human.
Yep.
It's a crow collective.
You managed to pass the day without anything going wrong.
They just call it the murder.
Murder.
Why are there these crows? Where did it come from? Where did it go? Where did it come from? All these crows.
That's from the Dead City sound.
Okay. Are y'all doing any preparations for your camping at night?
Yes, I would like to put up some kind of blind or sink to campfire or some kind of way to shield the fire.
Do the campfire basically in a pit
I'm hiding your
so the
food.
light doesn't go everywhere?
Yes, please.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Is dig a hole.
The old Midwestern fire hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elijah. Food, bud.
If you don't go get it, I'm gonna go get it. And I live like 15 miles away, or 15 minutes away.
New York City.
Core, you're on guard duty, and while you're on your guard duty, you don't really notice anything going on. And then it's time for a car to switch out with you. A car comes out, and
Hate
hold
you.
on.
I'm gonna have to punch him in the face.
He didn't stop at the red light and he just T-boned you. That's what you get for jaywalking, man.
How come jaywalking always gets all the attention? There's
How
other.
does a car jaywalk?
There's also
I mean,
other
as the
alpha
crow flies, you would have been
letters.
fine.
Core.
You went alphabetical, not
Cool.
avian.
Are?
Look over there. Do you see that?
He doesn't see anything.
No, no.
Is he here?
There's a crow watching you.
There's nothing there. Are you?
It's definitely watching you.
A car has low light vision, so he can see it.
There's a crow watching you over there.
Shoot it.
I'm to get a
Shoot it.
night vision.
Goggles.
Night vision goggles activate.
And now you can see the crow just sitting there watching you.
Okay, there is a crow.
Yeah.
I agree. I know what
Yeah.
you're gonna do
I'm
about it.
not crazy.
Give it a piece of gold.
Well, let's.
It's literally
Show
just
me
sitting
stuff.
there and watching. It's not doing anything. It's watching y'all two talk to each other.
I think it's good.
How long has that crow been watching you?
Well, you're the one that told me about it, so
You haven't used your night vision at all while you're on guard duty?
I'm
He
listening.
only has a short duration.
Yeah.
It's not forever.
Well, he only has to do 2 hours.
You gonna try and shoot
I'll
it,
be-
or do we
Should I
feed
shoot
it? Do you feel drawn to it?
I'm not feeding the
Give
crow.
it something shiny.
Why don't you just like walk over there like you're not paying attention to it, like you gotta go pee, and then like pounce upon
Act like
it.
you're gonna pee on it and then just grab its throat.
I've
Well,
I've
you
got
just-
nothing.
You
I mean,
just go on to bed. I'll keep an eye on this crow.
all right.
Somebody just used mage hand to sneak up on it and just
Okay.
I'll let you know if it gets.
It's not the little crows. This is a foot tall bird.
Sure.
just
You sure you don't have to pee?
I'm good with not having to pee at the moment.
Can I like sleepwalk go pee on it?
Actually, I would like to wake up Nadep. Hey, Nadep.
Ah!
Hey, can you? Hey, we've got a crow, like a pretty big crow. Like, you know, we could probably eat it, kind of, but we're not gonna eat it. I'm saying it's big. Can you like cast a noise or something behind it? Try to spook it. I try to get a car to go pee on it or go, you know, capture it or do something about it. He just,
Say no more, I'll go pee on it. Is that what you're asking me to do? Or
I just,
you just want me to see if I can make it move?
like, I was into my
Yeah.
shift. I handed shift over to him, and then he sees the crow, so it's his shift right now. You guys can work it out.
Let me think. I mean, why don't we wake Winky up? Maybe he can talk to it. I mean,
Oh,
or
very nice.
do we try and catch it first and then? Because like we're not guaranteed that it's gonna participate.
Yeah. All right, let's go Winky up. Definitely.
Okay.
Winky. Winky.
What?
Winky.
What?
Hey, there's a crow. Bird. Pretty suspicious. Pretty big. It's like a foot. Can you talk to birds?
I think so.
All right. Do you need to pee at all?
No.
Okay. Don't worry about it. I think we scrapped that plan anyhow. Can you go try to talk to the bird?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go talk to the bird.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hello.
The bird looks at the ground, looks at you, and looks at everybody that's up now.
It's like, crap, I've been made.
Taps the ground twice, then takes off, flying away.
Bye bye. I'm going back to sleep.
Okay. Thank you, Winky. All right, Akar, can you go check that spot out? See if there's anything on the ground.
Well, Winky was just up.
It's not his shift.
Yeah, I'll go look. Walk
Okay.
over to where he tapped the
Find the
ground.
spot, and you see that it was making tally marks on the ground for the number of y'all in the camp.
Would it be worth it for me to try and pursue after it?
This is how we lost in the
And
dub.
with your night
You guys should
vision,
put.
I'm
you're
just
not gonna
asking.
be able to do much.
Should we also
should put
start
more
waking
tally
the
marks.
girls? Should we wake Atala?
I mean, I could also transform it into a foot tall crow, possibly, but
Do that and make a bunch of tally marks.
Well, I think
so they
it's
won't
gone
mess
at
with
this
us.
point. I don't think we're
just
finding it.
pretend to still be a crow and just keep marking tally marks down. So that when they come and
That-
observe the crow,
That'll be our plan.
What? There's
Hey,
57
shh,
people in this
shh.
camp.
That's our plan for tomorrow night. Shh.
Oh
No,
okay.
y'all go back to sleep, and yeah, y'all go back to sleep.
What if I transform into a tree in order to see if I can get the crow to land on me, and then I can catch him?
Okay.
I'm half asleep still, so I'm just gonna go to bed and think about this some more.
Great. You do that.
See y'all in the morning.
Okay.
And is everybody asleep now?
Yes, everyone's asleep.
All right, I want to use Dream Message for my occult pendant, and I want to say, don't be alarmed, everyone. But we are definitely being watched. And then what this does is Dream Message is
Gives
I
us
can target up
nightmares.
to 10 people, and I basically give you a message in your dream, and if you're asleep, you get it immediately. If you're not asleep, you get it when you go to sleep again, and that's from my pendant. I can do that once per day.
Is it just like a scrolling banner ad across the bottom of my dream, or is it like the voice of God in my ear as I'm dreaming?
It's the same type of message as.
It's just you.
Does that give us
It's
the
just
ability to wake up, or do we just
No.
we'll just
you're in
know,
your
but
dream.
we're asleep for like another 5 hours?
Yeah, so it's the same thing as your message, but it only works when you're asleep.
And it
The
doesn't
depth,
break your
Okay.
sleep pattern, so you're not tired.
Okay.
the depths running through the fields, just letting the wind blow through his fur as he just like runs along, and all of a sudden you hear the voice of a car. Don't worry, we're being watched. What the hell?
Okay.
Yeah, I looked that up a little earlier, and I was like, oh, I want to use that. That'd be
Yeah.
funny.
Very nice, very nice.
Nita, because you had just seen a giant crow and you're still sleep deprived, a
Okay.
crow flies down and says that to you.
I like it. I like it. It's like half asleep, like waking dream happens in front of me.
The crow flies down as you're running through the field and you hear a car saying what he said.
Yes, I like it. I like it. I will attempt to catch the dream crow.
Okay. You
And I
all
hear
wake
rustling from the tent.
and today is the last day of the month.
What's the lunar cycle like?
Make a nature check.
Alrighty.
What month are we going into?
All right, you know for sure that you've only got about maybe 3 to 5 days before the new moon.
Okay.
How did you do the little thingy around the dice?
You can edit the like crit. There's like
Yeah.
a crit animation
Pretty cool.
play.
That one's
Next
called Hugas.
Let's see. Next month, this is Samaras, and next month is
Dinvery?
it used to be so much easier to see it.
I see Dinvary.
Dinvery.
Yeah.
Dinvery?
You want help? I'm sorry. Here.
Alright, so I gotta tell everybody something. I had a dream last night.
Yeah.
Oops.
Alright. I was in this I found this glade with this water. It was very calm water, very clean. I decided to, swim and kind of bathe up. And I had, gotten undressed and it was just really relaxing. And all of a sudden I heard a voice and it said I was being watched. So I got dressed again and I left. I felt very uncomfortable. I don't know what that means, but that's what happened in my dream.
That's crazy. I was like running through this field and this crow landed in front of me and told me the same thing.
It told
It's
you
really
I was
weird.
being watched?
It told me I was being watched, but it was like something, but it was okay or something like that. Kind of freaked me out. I tried to catch the crow.
Really
Quick,
weird.
somebody else give a dream before a car can explain the situation.
Oh, I'm waiting. I'm just listening to the dreams. What kind of dreams you guys have?
We're all trying to figure it out.
I had just fallen asleep, and it said you're being watched, and I saw eyes open, and the more eyes open, it was like just blackness all around
So
me,
like
and just
the-
eyes started opening.
That's weird. Like, why do we all hear the same thing? Like, that's a
I don't know. Does it
strange
mean anything?
occurrence.
Do you think that it's a puzzle for when we get to this?
We definitely did figure
I'm
this
gonna
out.
place-
Let's
I saw it as a crow, and then you saw it as eyes. And
I
then
didn't see
it
it. I
saw
only
you
heard
while
something.
you were being naked. That's weird. Like maybe we're
Are
naked
you
and
like always
exposed,
naked
and so
in your
maybe we should be.
dreams?
Yeah,
If I'm taking
what's
a
up with
bath-
that?
Are you like a
Yeah, it's weird to take a bath with clothes on too.
Yeah.
I just don't really dream of bathing. That's more of a nightmare.
As long as it's
content.
been since I've had a good bath, it was a good
We
dream.
have the cart
Until
and the door.
I was told I was being watched.
What about you,
Oh,
Winky?
By the way, we just got rated by Grandpa Kilchu for 15 viewers. So welcome everyone.
We're being watched.
We are being watched.
Talking
No,
about
that was me, guys. That was me messaging you. That was me. Sorry, I was just letting you
Yeah.
know that the crow was actually watching and tallying up how many people we are. So, yeah, keep an eye out for crows.
Hey, can you like stay out of my dreams? It's kind of rude, or at least give us a heads up that that's even a possibility. Like,
Well, I mean, now we know.
yeah,
now you
but
know.
Still a weird. Like,
I didn't think
Hatala was
I should-
naked, and you said
I
you
just
were
didn't
watching
feel
her.
like I
It's
needed
just-
to wake you up. I
eh.
just wanted you to be aware. That's all.
Oh,
Well, so
we're
what
aware
would
now.
now hold on. So you're saying that you sent us a message to let us know that we are being watched by who?
Yes. I believe it is a crow.
Was
maybe-
the crow alive or undead?
Oh, I don't know that one. Charles, was it alive or undead?
you don't know.
Did
It just
nobody
looked like a crow to
try to
me.
pay attention to that?
You guys are great at watching.
It looked like a crow. That's all I can tell you. I can't
You
tell
look
if
like
it's-
a crow.
Are you going to tell us about
It could
the
be a
mark?
newly undead crow. I don't know this. It
All right,
still looked
well-
like a crow to me.
I think we should still make some progression.
I think he
on
said
our-
that they
our
made
path.
marks.
Yeah, but
Yes,
nobody's
tally
told
marks.
us about them. How
Did you
many
add to the
it
tally
get?
marks?
Because it added 2 when you all walked out, but did it get
Oh
me
yeah,
and
how many?
Hatala?
How many
I
were
would
there?
assume only 4.
Is it on the ground still?
Yeah, let's go look.
I think he peed earlier.
Did you pee
Oh, I
on
didn't pee in
Marks?
that
Crow
spot.
peed?
No, I didn't pee in
If the
that.
crow peed, it's probably not undead. It's probably alive.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh no, the crow didn't pee. I had to pee.
Birds don't
Oh.
pee.
Yeah, he,
Wait, birds don't pee?
They
No.
do not pee. Why do you think their bird poo is white? That's their pee.
Well, then
It's
that's what it would
well, I
be.
thought it only turns white after time. That's when it dries out.
No, it's got white and black. Black is their food. White is their moisture. Instead of peeing, they have white on their pee.
Our adventure
There's your
has
useful
taken quite the
product
turn.
The more you know.
Oh lordy.
Now
lord.
you know.
power.
On the road again.
I
Yep.
All right.
All right. Let's head our way. Yep.
learned something
let's
Y'all
go.
gonna
today.
do anything
Birds
special
do
during the
not
day?
pee.
We're gonna look out for crows. I would assume everybody being on high alert.
Did we
for that.
see? Did we see how many tally marks there were?
Oh yeah.
You went and looked, and there were a total of 6 tally marks.
All right. We need to add like another 10 tally marks down.
Well, we've got
Just to start
we've got
confusing
Jack.
them.
Do we have any clones?
Did they?
We could probably do some illusionary disguise. Look like some more people.
Well, we do have Jack, and we do have a chicken.
Yes.
That is actually a
And
What's
rat.
my rat?
And you have donkeys.
And donkeys.
Maybe it's only counting humanoid figures. Well, if that was the case, it'd be a lot. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
All right. Y'all continue traveling. During the middle of the day, you see a cloud approaching from the west.
We
I
all,
want to look
anything-
really closely at this cloud.
Yeah.
As
I'd
it
also.
approaches, it's not a cloud, it's a lot of birds, very small birds.
It's a murder. Is it like dark in color?
Can I take a closer look and see if I can
Has
identify?
anyone seen on the news or whatever the clouds of birds that move around in one group? That's what it looks
Right.
like. There's probably a few hundred, like, swallow type birds, little ones.
what is a car doing? Is he drifting towards them at all, or?
Him and Hatala are way out in the front. Y'all don't see them.
I'll mention to our group that let's try to catch up to the others.
Okay? You try to catch up to the others. I'm assuming they're laying down.
My hood's up.
Well, we've got I mean, we've got a wagon and donkeys. I don't think we can really hide from them.
Okay. The birds flap overhead and keep on going. It looks like they're searching for food.
Okay.
But you can see most all of them are dead for sure.
Okay. So we're good. I think we're good, guys.
You hear a disembodied voice go, "All right, cool.
Hey-ho!"
Let's keep moving."
The same voice you heard in your dreams.
I dreamed about this.
Sorry, what happened?
The birds
There.
flew away.
Ah.
Oh, and I'm invisible, so you just hear a voice,
But you're not dreaming.
and you can't tell if it's in your head or it's.
Your overnight,
Flashbacks.
your overnight sleep was not interrupted this time.
I shouldn't have eaten those mushrooms.
Alright, now y'all can head straight since y'all have gone around the town.
Man, y'all talking about dreaming. I had a dream the other night I was normal again. It was kind of weird.
That's a 1, and that could be a good thing or a really bad thing.
Turns into a game of Oregon Trail. Someone just got dysentery.
You can never tell with the
Never
DM
make fun
roll.
of Terry. You'll die. Dysentery is deadly.
Okay. On today's travel, you come across a busted wagon on the ground and several fairly rotted corpses around it.
Is this a scout team or is this the whole group?
Do we want to go ahead and sanctify the dead or whatever?
Hold on.
Inter them so that they don't turn?
The scout team found them first, and everyone else got up to them,
Okay.
is what I'm assuming happened.
I'm assuming that they're still moving somewhat.
You can see the corpses of the animals still trying to move.
No, is anyone still undead here?
Chopped to pieces so that there's not much left to move.
Very, very disconcerting.
So, there's no undead people still just trapped?
So broken down wagon.
Mhm.
Dead things that are already chopped up.
Undead things that are already chopped up.
And the
Either
animals are moving, but they're not going anywhere because they don't have any limbs.
Is it like an attack of some sort?
I would think somebody.
They're not in
undead
one
did
piece
this.
anymore.
It's probably a trap.
That the wagon has a lot of rot damage to it.
So it could have been
Been there a
a
minute.
It was a well-oiled wagon, but at this point in time, the bottom layers of it have already rotted into the ground.
Would we know that this is indicative of breakdown of materials inside the Deadlands, or is that
It
just
looks like ordinary
telling
rot.
of time? So it's just a tell of time
been
instead
here
of
a
not.
while.
Yeah, I got you. That's what I was trying to figure out. Okay, well, that's all. I think we need to burn these animals so they're not just wriggling on the ground for another 100 years.
Making
Well,
more
for
fire?
the first time in this, you sound like you have a good idea. Although, is there anything in there of value?
No, I meant just
gonna-
the animals. Yeah, let's definitely go through the wagon and see
why
if it
why
got
is your
looted
first
or
thought
not.
to burn just burn the animal?
Was
Don't
this,
worry about the wagon. Let's burn the animals.
just say these were
They're suffering,
undead that have been chopped
guys.
up and not like a caravan
druid.
trying to traders that got killed?
Yeah.
You don't know.
No, no, okay.
That's, I mean,
And,
we
we
can
and we
investigate.
are going to set a giant fire that could be a beacon. This is what we're doing?
But we're not staying here.
We could also entomb them in
This
stone
becomes a
instead.
distraction.
We need to,
There's also wagon tracks that we're going to have to cover up.
unless we don't make any further past this point, it could be this
Don't
way.
we have
Alright.
like a spell that
Everybody
just
with a
moves
lifting
tracks?
belt, just pick up the wagon and
Just
walk
carry
with
it on
for a little
ourselves.
while.
We could just keep going.
Y'all are strong enough to pick up the wagon and walk with it for a good bit.
Yeah, we are. But Winky could do it by himself, probably.
Did we-
Other than it being unwieldy between Winky, Core, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
got my lifting belt.
So,
Yeah,
so this
let's-
is
I'm part of the
but
strong.
this is what they would see: wagon tracks,
No wagon tracks, but more
8
feet.
footsteps,
In line
tracks,
with
and
each
then
other.
wagon tracks again. They're like, did they just try to hide their
What
tracks?
just happened?
They're even deeper here.
Yes, let's confuse them.
Alright, when you investigate the wagon, it has been stripped of everything of value, including all the nails from the wagon.
Okay, so it was taken for its contents. That it wasn't just a you're within the borders kind of thing. Potentially. I mean,
Well, I say we move hastily.
yep. Let's dispatch these undead animals and move on.
So are you going to set the fire, then leave?
You just
Or
kill them.
leave and set the fire?
Let's
We
just
should
cover
start
them in
leaving,
grease.
Get past them and then burn them
What- I
behind
mean,
us.
all we got to do is get far enough away, like right at the edge of Neat being able to do, or Core now,
I was,
being able
yeah.
to do a fireball, and do a fireball right as we're at the edge of that.
Well, I
just-
thought that maybe a car would have a greater distance with a fire arrow if we just coat him in grease and then let him shoot
And by the
one
time he
single arrow
finally
back.
hits it, we'll be like miles down the road.
Yeah,
Hey, that's not fair.
unless you stand in front
That
of
was
it and
funny,
duck at
though.
the right second.
I can shoot a really long way. You know, I
Yeah,
did
take
imbue
it
my,
really
my
long
bow.
way.
Okay, I think that's a
Shoots
great
from
idea.
half a mile away.
We oil it up, grease it up, and then he shoots an arrow. Because I want to just at least have something happen that seems interesting, and that seems
What I can
Okay.
shoot? What 600
Very
feet
well.
down, something like that.
Yes.
600 feet. I definitely want to see that.
Yeah, I would see you shoot 600 feet.
A car's
I
just like,
do
just
wanna
coat
see
him in
it.
grease. That's it.
I'm
like, let's go.
fine with
Like,
me and
what?
the six
There's
horsemen.
no way you would be able to hit something from 600 feet away.
All right, that's the plan.
This
then,
is the
600
discussion.
feet.
The entire travel.
If he can't
600
hit it,
feet.
then we just keep going.
Yeah.
Somebody comes along and they go, "Wow, these tracks are really weird." All of a sudden, the wheels disappear.
Why are all these animals
And
squirming around in
there's
grease without
600
legs?
arrows right here.
Oy vey. Alright, let's go. Make your shot, buddy. What's your 600? How's that modified? Is that just you can do that without any kind of negative
it's from my,
modifier?
It's from the bow being imbued with the air.
Right, but like that's with 0 negative modifier, right? You can shoot 600. So can you double it for a -5 attempt chance?
I
You
don't
get
know.
what
we
I'm
haven't
saying?
worked
Could
out-
you,
we
like-
haven't-
Yeah, let's. How far can you shoot and hit this?
Like, could
I
you
wanna
hit it with a
see-
-10 modifier
I don't know.
from
Look,
from half a mile away? Just shoot completely no possible way you could see it.
I don't
but-
know. I really haven't tested this theory out yet. We haven't-
Technically speaking, you can make a 1,000-foot shot at a -10 penalty.
I want to see him do that.
That would be
All right,
something
well,
worthy.
How do I put those? How do I put all those minuses in?
It's just a
you just make
penalty.
it a bow attack.
Yeah. Just make a bow attack, and then it doesn't it give you the option to change the distance?
He could do it as his third attack.
Yeah, just do it as your third attack.
Oh, third attack.
Watch him get a nat 20.
Oh yeah, I can do
That's
that.
that's what I'm expecting at this
Yeah,
point.
I can do that.
Or a 1, where it bounces off a rock in front of him and shoots himself in the eye in his chest.
All right, there you go.
He's gonna-
I want to see this in real time.
21 did you hit?
Hey, that was impressive. Pulls back his bow. We can
Fires it,
barely
turns-
see the thing.
No. He turns around and starts walking the opposite direction in the 30
yes,
seconds that
yes.
it takes to fly there. Then it goes off. Because cool
Yeah, but
guys don't
but
look at
it's-
explosions.
But it's not an explosion. It's just a
Yeah.
fire. So
It
it
just
just goes.
So it's anticlimactic, but I'm still acting like it's a big
You're like-
explosion.
It's just
I
slow
thought it-
flames growing.
And like
We're
2
all
minutes
wondering
later,
why
the
he's
chicken
walking in
comes
slow
running
motion.
up with a little torch in its mouth.
Yeah, like you actually sent him to go and light it for you because you didn't make the shot. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Anyways,
Why would I do that? I only have an ever burning torch. I don't have any heat to it.
there's a plume of smoke and fire in the distance, and you can hear all the grasses starting to catch on fire as well.
All right, let's burn it down.
We need to go
The
fast.
whole area is about to be on fire.
Y'all are in the grassland.
Yeah.
Hey, Hatala, you were right. We were gonna burn the whole city down, and we didn't need to go into it.
How about that hydraulic push? You may have some
Nope.
water.
Mm-mm. I want it all to burn down. I'm not that worried about it.
Can
If
we-
it gets
can
to
we
us,
do
we'll
a,
hydraulic push around us.
Goodness gracious.
Ah.
But that shot though.
Yeah, well, we've got a.
Apparently, it was all
Like,
dry grassland, so you really didn't have to hit anything specific out there anyway.
How did-
Oh,
Just
how-
really didn't think through how complicated you really would have had to make the shot.
Give me a second, guys.
Are you calculating how fast the fire takes us?
It's a good
Oh.
thing we're 1,000 feet away.
As soon as it gets to us, we're gonna create water and just dump it around us.
Well, we don't even have to do that. Can't you just make one of your hovels?
Can't you make it like a fire break?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to use an item that I haven't used before.
What?
I'm gonna use
Is it your
my
brain?
I'm gonna use my shoony shovel and instruct it to dig a fire break around us.
Don't we want to keep moving?
Do you want to keep moving, or do you want to let this fire overtake us? Because it's gonna overtake us. Which one do you want?
Do we have confirmation that it's going to overtake us?
That's what y'all are making it seem like.
I was
How quickly has it gone from 1,000 yards away to us? What's our distance traveled? Or is that the math you're doing, Charles?
I'm not doing any math. I'm trying to find an image.
Oh. Post-apocalyptic wasteland with flames.
This is gonna be great.
I did it previously, but I'm trying to remember what I did. Remember when I made the fire scar? The little fire scar?
Ah, yes.
Oops.
The crows were actually investigating in their like swarm, and so they accidentally all lit on fire. But they're undead, so they're unfazed, and so now it's just a giant flaming
No,
cloud.
they're weak to fire.
Oh yeah.
We are cleansing this land.
In that case, I need to switch out from fireball to burning fisher, and we'll just.
Every single city comes out to investigate.
And they burn to death. I mean, burn to undeath. I mean, burn to
Keep
life.
going. You can do it.
Burnt to neutral existence. I think this is the best term we can come to, because if you think of it on a linear scale, you know, negative being undeath and positive being life, and then you're just trying to get to zero. We're both approaching zero.
I'm pretty sure they call it true death.
But it'll work.
True death, yes. Like, what is it? Absolute zero.
I prefer the inanimate undead.
I like absolute zero. That makes more sense too.
Currently, there is half a day's walk of fire behind you.
All right. Currently.
Hey, at
What's
least
the
I
weather
made
look like? Does it
sure
look like
that-
it's gonna rain anytime soon, or can I tell like which direction the wind might be blowing if it's coming in our direction? Like, to know whether or not we should be as worried about this or not.
The wind is blowing in your direction currently.
Cool.
I'm
Okay.
just glad that I went ahead and prefaced our plan here with a, is it okay if we burn down the whole thing? Like, we're good. Fine.
Fire is spreading in all directions because the wind's not very strong.
Hey, Akar, does your arrows have any defining features, or will it burn up in the fire?
They're just regular arrows, so they would burn up.
Regular arrows.
Do you write
Alright,
your
so
name
there
on each
shouldn't-
one?
There shouldn't be.
Engraved arrows.
Well, I mean, the only thing that about my arrows that I don't buy is I do every now and then pluck one of Midnight's feathers and just make it the fletching if I need to. She really doesn't like it.
I don't understand why you would do that, especially if she doesn't like it.
Come here, little dinosaur.
Like,
Yes.
Feathers are extremely distinct because they're from a dinosaur.
Yeah, as soon as I pluck a white feather, it turns, like a purplish
Into a
blue.
scale. Well, I guess it could.
It's like a purplish blue. It's like her.
Dinosaur
Like,
she is has feathers.
Yes, yes. I was gonna say it depends on your interpretation of whether dinosaurs had feathers or not, but that is the way it's leaning now. I like
well,
it.
Charles
This type
gave a
has always
picture.
had feathers.
Huh? This one? Okay,
This type has always had feathers. Now they're thinking most of them did.
right.
And T-Rex
just-
probably had them.
Exactly. I can just imagine a giant like Rhode Island red just instead as a T-Rex.
You gotta consider this. You've never owned chickens or been around real chickens.
Oh yeah.
You don't understand how terrifying chickens would be if they were 50 feet tall and could eat anything they see, because if it moves in front of them, they go, I think I'm gonna eat that.
Chunk, chunk, chunk. Yep.
They will
They're
eat
tiny
snakes,
raptors.
They will eat frogs, they will eat other birds, they will eat anything that doesn't move fast enough to escape them.
I mean, they'll cannibalize too. Like if you
Yeah.
have a chick that is that gets attacked and starts bleeding, if you don't put like this blue medical ointment on them, the
Yeah.
other chickens will keep pecking it until it's dead. And then eat
Because
it.
the color red makes them think it's tasty.
Right. They will destroy
Chickens are
pumpkins
dope.
too. Chickens are awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
If
but
it's
there's
tiny,
chickens
they'll
over
eat
here.
it too, so they'll eat glass. So you got to be careful around them.
Yeah.
They'll eat if you break a window. They'll eat all the glass, and all of them will die.
Attempting to fill their gullet, but picking glass, not really the best idea.
Yep, they're not very
Gee-
bright.
Gee, imagine that said chickens and hogs.
Man.
Okay.
This farm moment brought to you by Tractor Supply.
People are heading away from that area. You also notice a contingent of knights heading out from the town towards the fire.
They definitely don't see us.
Hey, Akar, do you think you can hit them from this distance?
You think I should?
No.
I'm just asking if you could.
Hey,
I know they're not going to let me let you shoot them, but
look, it's easy enough to get
They're
away.
like a mile away.
Hey, if we're getting chased, we'll just set a fire behind us. They won't be able to catch up.
just start shooting fireballs off into the grass behind us.
Doesn't even need to be a fireball.
Yeah, just drop some matches. We just won't put our campfires out. We'll just kick the embers out into the yard.
Well, Akar is very, very proud of himself, so he's probably boasting a little bit. Like, yeah, I probably is that. Yeah, just give me a little bit to aim. I probably is.
So, on Denvar the First, y'all started a wildfire.
That's more of a timid fire. Really wild. Not
It's
yet.
It's got some intention to it.
Yeah, the intention was to destroy the undead.
Stays the same. Overnight. Something.
Do you think a crow can tell the difference between itself and another crow?
If they're smart enough to count us, probably.
But I mean, like, if I changed myself into a crow and entered the mass of crows,
I'm pretty sure.
would they know
they'd-
all
You're not
1,000
undead.
crows?
They're
Yeah.
undead.
I don't trust crows. They're too smart.
I
They're
say
like
we start
parrots.
trying to train them. We should give them gold and see if we can buy them over. I
I'm not
mean,
sure
how
that's
loyal
what they
can they
want.
be to be the crow man? Like, if we could convince them to join us instead.
What do you think their motivation is, though?
Exactly. Like, what? Why do they care? They're only like feeding them or providing them with something like somewhere to live. Like, what all could a crow
or
want?
he just controls them with magic.
Right. So, how can we do that?
I don't know.
I guess I could look into that. There's got to be some way to control animals.
Okay.
Consult my spells.
In the middle of the night, it's a very bright night because you notice that over the night so far, the fire has gotten to within half a day's walk of y'all. And who's on guard duty at this point in time? Core again.
What was your fireworks?
You feel something hit you in the head.
Out. I'll check to see if Nadep's still sleeping.
You see him sleeping.
All right, I'm looking to see what hit me.
There's a pebble on the ground.
Can I look in the direction it was thrown from?
You don't see any direction.
Nope.
It's
Yeah, I
it's
wanna-
nighttime.
Pop my night vision goggles in.
One of the crows is flying overhead, holding pebbles in its mouth.
Do I just see one?
You see one right now.
Right.
It drops its pebble and it hits right next to you, and then as it flies away, another one takes its spot, and it has a pebble in its mouth.
I'm gonna take 5 steps in a direction and see if it's still aiming for me.
This time, it drops the pebble in the fire, and a bunch of sparks come up in the air.
I'm gonna take one of the ones that was dropped. I'll put that one in the fire and see what happens.
Nothing much happens, but as you're doing that, you notice the other birds that missed came back and are fluttering around the one that hit the fire.
Alright. Time to wake someone up. A car, wake up a car.
What?
Your crows are back.
A car grabs its bow.
Also,
What?
Wait, we also need what? Winky, or do we need an adept?
Well, they didn't talk to Winky the last time, did they?
No. Hey, by the way, this rock kind of went sparky spark in the thing.
Well, you don't think it was just because it hit the fire?
I have
and
no idea.
Amber, no idea.
Threw another one in there. Didn't seem to do anything.
Are they attracted to the fire?
Let's look.
What do you mean?
I've observed the crows, see if they're going for the
Now
fire.
they're just flying around aimlessly.
Hmm.
They don't have any more rocks in their mouths.
Alright.
Should I shoot one?
Ooh, pick me.
Sure, take a shot.
Wake me up, pick me.
I draw my bow and I take a shot at. Try to line it up, see if I can follow it.
Okay.
And take a shot.
Just make an attack roll. You do not hit. Even close.
You keep
They
trying.
catch the
You keep trying.
they
I'm gonna
catch the
go
air.
wake up Nadeb.
Scatter in all directions.
Well, I mean, at least they left. Not sure what that means, but
Alright.
this is freaking me out. They're following
Alright.
us.
I wanna
So we try to take out the crows. Is that what y'all are trying to do?
I wanna investigate the fire.
You look at the rock.
Yeah. Why did that one spark?
You still have another normal rock on the ground because they missed twice.
Yeah, I wanna
They
try.
hit you,
Yep.
next to you, and then hit the fire.
Do you have to
Inspect
look at it?
Sure. I have a geologist at hand here.
I know
While,
my
while
rock.
he's sleeping, I want to try to put it in his mouth. Just kind of lift up his little lid and
Okay. Nita, you're awoken by Core.
I will. In just kind of a state of stun. Huh?
I just need you.
What is this?
I just need you to taste it. Can you tell me what it is?
I like the tasting rocks, but I don't eat them. What are you putting in?
You're
No!
always tasting
You
them.
just. I hope he didn't put that in
It-
his mouth. It was on the ground.
Oh, yeah, it didn't actually
What?
hit his mouth.
Dirt don't hurt.
Here it does.
Oh. All right. There's my nature check. What do I know about this rock?
Congratulations, you found a rock.
It's a rock core.
It's slightly shiny. Your guess is it came from the stream bed where the water has eroded it and made it nice and smooth and shiny. The kind of rock that a bird that likes shiny things would like.
Yeah, they're just dropping rocks on us. They were playing a game, probably dropped it in the fire. Like, if we want to take these things out, you got to get me up when they're all flocking together. If they're all within 30 feet of each other, I could pretty much shoot a big old lightning
Alright.
bolt up.
Yeah,
at 'em
but
and
why
see if
would
we
he
can
bring?
fry 'em.
Why would they bring rocks that they like to us? Wouldn't they keep
Can
the
I
rocks?
can
for
I throw
themselves?
this rock into the fire?
Sure. I don't care.
Let's do that.
Throw it as hard as you can.
Anything happen?
It explodes and we all
Throw it
die.
as hard as you can.
What's that?
Did you throw it as hard as you can?
I just toss it into the fire.
You just toss it in and it makes the embers shift around, but not much happen other than a few little sparks.
What happened? Why are you trying to recreate something? What are you trying to recreate?
Just it's nighttime. There's not a lot to do.
You woke me up to throw rocks at a fire. I'm going back to bed.
You
This is
enjoy this
dumb.
kind of stuff. Come on.
Yeah.
You're awake
but
now. We're talking
Yeah.
about rocks.
Can I find another rock on the ground? I don't care if it's smooth. I'm just gonna chunk some rock in the fire too.
Okay.
I want to, like, smash the rock down into the fire because I'm a little perturbed. But yeah, this is fun.
You throw it with strength.
Yes,
It makes a spray of sparks go in the air.
Pretty much.
that's how you do it.
That's what I observed last time.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around and
that's
see if
what
any
you saw?
crows
Okay.
saw me do it
Hmm.
and see if they're impressed.
They're already gone.
Oh, so none of the crows, man.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for playing the game.
So tomorrow night, what you should do is look around for crows because they apparently only show up when you're awake. So you should look around for them with your night vision goggles, and then throw something heavy into the fire and see if you can make the spark come up. See if you can impress the crows.
Okay.
Show them something cool.
Okay.
I'm going back to bed.
Right. We got a plan.
I'll just go ahead and stay up. I already got my 2 hours for the night. I'll hang out with you, Core. I'll keep an eye out for those crows if they come back. You don't have to use your goggles. I don't want you to
Yeah, I would-
burn them up.
Yeah, and if you see them all flock together, wake me up. I have a plan. Trust me. I'm gonna go back to bed for the
All right.
third time.
You wake up the next day, and the fire has gotten a little bit closer, but y'all still seem to be able to outrun it with your normal travel.
Should we start? Sorry, go ahead.
As soon as you wake up, you notice that there are about 10 crows circling at a very long distance away from y'all.
What's a very far distance?
Probably about a mile, because
Okay.
they're up and out.
Okay.
As we're walking, I want to look for interesting looking rocks and things like that. So next time we camp, I'm gonna leave a pile of rocks for crows.
And I do, with the daylight, try to look at the map to see if there's any kind of rivers or where a riverbed may have been. Do they just pick it up randomly, or are they trying to tell
We
me?
don't have any maps that are accurate. These maps, the mapping that you got was really old.
Okay.
Here in a long time.
Very well. Let's go in.
As we're walking, using our survival check, could I survey the land and see where there might have been some type of depression in the land as we're walking across the hills to see if there might be
Make a
something like
survival
that?
check.
I'll be help. Can I help him with that?
You want?
Hey, we both got the same thing, but somehow mine was higher.
I'm a ranger with stealth. I'm a.
I am
decent
druid,
survivalist.
so
My
Oh, the decent
survival's higher than
survivalist.
the cars.
It's that wisdom coming in.
Yeah, how can you stealth?
in that expert training.
I have 14 to stealth.
Oh,
What?
okay. That's
Why do
actually
you
pretty
guys
good.
keep looking around
Me
and
too.
picking up rocks while we're walking?
I would
have
have
24 to
told
stealth.
everyone about this over breakfast.
Oh, okay. So, if you told me about rocks, I would have said, "Did you ever pick one up and turn it around and look at the other side?"
No,
Just check.
I just tossed it.
What are you trying to imply there, Hatala? That
It's not
got a
an
message-
implying.
You saying it's got a
I'm
message
asking.
written on the
No,
rock that a
Nadeb-
crow
Nadeb did
wrote a
look at
message
it.
on a rock?
But did he turn it around and look at the other
Nope. Not with a 4.
The crows could be sending us a message.
So you think they etched a message on it with their beaks on the other side?
Look, I don't know how crows send messages.
Well, it's
I
usually
am-
tied to their foot, right?
Well, I don't know. If
Well, the
crows
pebble
do that.
would have been in their foot, wouldn't it?
It would have been in their foot.
No, it was in their beaks.
Y'all, that fire blast is
Oops.
We have created.
No, not we. Not we.
No, we were all on board with this. We were all on board. And you said I couldn't shoot that far. I had to show you.
We just wanted to see you do it. Nobody didn't think you could do it. We weren't sure how many tries it would take.
Yeah, I do think I recall the number 600. A
Anyways,
little off.
the at the end of this next day, the rain starts falling down slightly.
Uh-oh.
You don't think it's going to be enough to put the fire out, but it will be enough to slow its spread.
We don't see any horsemen or anybody trailing us, do we?
No, but in the distance, you can tell the fire has changed its path and it's not going towards the town anymore.
So they fixed that. And the fact that they did it so like quick and like with efficiency, this must happen all along. It's like, hey guys, there's another fire up there in the north.
And at this point, you can also tell that the wind has shifted to the south, so the wind is blowing towards the town.
This is a great distraction, guys.
I just wanted to help Nita burn the bodies, but it worked out as a distraction.
Okay. Y'all travel for the next day without anything going wrong. By the end of the evening, the 10 crows that have been following and circling are now about 20.
Alright, Nadep.
Are they getting closer together?
No. Each one is spaced at least 50 feet apart from the others.
Let me know when they're 30 feet together.
Are we at camp right now?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take all the rocks that I found and put them in a neat little pile. You know, kind of where we cleared out an area.
I'd like to take one copper coin and just put it on the rock near the fire so it kind of glistens off of catching the light.
Okay.
Lots of rolling.
Huh? Core, you're on guard duty.
But they always show up with you.
Oh, really?
You notice that all of a sudden the coin you put down is gone.
Whoa! There's... Put on my night vision, activate, looking around.
One of the crows up in the clouds have the coin in its mouth.
So fast! Need up! We can need up. Weed up! Stole my coin.
Yeah. Okay. Did they leave anything in exchange, or did they just take the coin?
I don't know, I'm pretty upset about losing money. I didn't even
How
look.
much money was it?
It was a copper.
Oh. Going back to bed.
Hey, but we could leave another copper out.
Oh.
You wanted to try to capture one.
I'm gonna look up and see. Are they just kind of still swarming in that same pattern, staying 50 feet apart?
Yep, they're staying further apart, but the number has increased again.
Okay, let me know when they slip up and get within 30 feet of each other.
I know I'm asleep, but Core should be used to losing money at this point in time. But he's so angry. He's like, "Put another one down. We're going double this
Yeah,
time."
we are. This is what I'm doing tonight. I'm gonna see if I can catch one.
We're gonna try and catch one. All right. Well,
Wait.
let's think this through. Then.
All right, I'm gonna use
so-
the bag of cats. I'm gonna turn into a leopard. But first,
Okay.
I'm gonna put down the coin, and then I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna pounce. This is what I'm doing on shift.
But you can't see them, right? Because you don't have night vision.
Do I have low light as a cat?
There's
As
a
a cat.
fire.
There you go. Very nice. Okay, okay. Should we go 2 cats? Should I also turn into a
Here's the
cat?
problem.
Yes.
Hold on.
Okay.
Tonight, low light vision is not helping as much because it's almost a new moon.
But there's like a giant bonfire behind us.
No, the bonfire is a small fire in a hole you built.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not large amounts of light, and the moon is not shining very bright. So you can barely tell that the crows are there. That's about it with your low light vision.
Okay. I'll still turn into a cat and just kind of like hide next to the wagon to pounce just in case.
Make a perception check, Core. You notice the entire pile of rocks that a car had laid out are gone as well.
I want to get under the wagon at this point.
The
Afraid they're just gonna come and take you.
donkeys currently.
The donkeys are gone too. Is that what you said? Oh my
The
god.
donkeys are looking extremely confused as one of their masters turned into a cat and hid under the wagon.
No, don't drop the rocks.
Tyler would have had him hitched up for the night.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually stealth over to a car as a cat and just kind of like be on his chest going.
Make biscuits on him.
Yeah.
Whoa!
I actually
Where'd
can't.
you come from?
I can't actually talk to him, but I like swat him in his face.
On your trail.
Okay. Do I know you?
Give him this little, as I try to head out the.
You want me to follow you?
I'll just leave out.
I guess it wants me to
I'm
follow.
gonna do a little circle around where you laid the rocks, and then I'm gonna go back underneath the wagon.
The rocks are gone. Thanks, mysterious cat. I don't know. Why'd you take my rocks? Why'd the cat take my rocks? I don't understand. Nita, this cat took my rocks. Nita,
What?
cat took my rocks.
Why do I care about cats and rocks? I'm trying to sleep. First it was Core waking me up to tell me that somebody stole a copper. We know it's the birds. Like, they took your
Oh.
rocks too?
Did Core use the bag?
What bag? His bag broke, remember?
No,
Doesn't
the
have a
cat
bag of-
bag.
Oh, cat bag.
Yeah, the cat
Maybe.
bag. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Strange random cat sitting on
I'm
you. Probably.
I'm gonna look up and see if I see the crows.
You can barely make out the crows. The only thing you notice, 2 of them have shiny coins in their mouth.
He doubled down again. Knew it.
You see the cat growling.
Are you still under the
I'm under the
cart?
cart, yeah.
Like, oh, poor. So, I guess I'll just throw up my. I'll go back into the tent, or I'll open the tent up and like kind of leave it propped open, and then I'll throw my hood up while I'm in the tent and walk and stealth my way back out. So as it looked like I went back to bed and just left the flap
But-
open.
But you're actually outside of the tent.
Yes.
It's ingenious. I wonder if Atala has any of those berries. I thought she was able to make berries. Maybe I'm wrong.
I hear that, and I'm gonna go prowl into her tent. Also,
Tyler, you're awoken by a very large cat sitting on top of you.
I'm gonna snuggle.
You just grab the cat by the throat and just like.
all right,
Nice. Okay.
I'll just plop down. Cat never comes out.
Hmm.
All right.
And the car thinks to himself, well, I guess Core's not coming back. I guess it's my shift. All right. And I just leave the hood up and just stay as long as possible watching the crows the best I can.
All right. The rest of the night passes without anything going on.
I'm gonna ask Core in the morning, like, what happened? I'm assuming you turned back into Core in the morning, or are you still a cat?
Only an hour, I think.
Is it? Yeah, I don't know how the bag works.
You just wake up, you're laying on top of it.
Yeah, I slowly extricate myself from Atala, and I'll just back out of the tent.
So, Atala, do you have any good dreams last night?
I had the softest pillow I think I've ever had in my life. It was like a whole body pillow. That
Well, I mean, that's not big for you. I mean, it's just like a normal
it
size
was
pillow.
larger than me. Like it was way
Oh,
larger than me.
So just a large pillow then. Okay, cool.
I mean, body pillow. Just because it's longer
Alright.
than my body doesn't mean it's not a body pillow.
In combat, if you wanted to do that, it'll last for 10 rounds.
Okay.
But I'm saying if you're using it as a non-combat action, it lasts an hour.
Okay. It's gonna be 90% of what I do with that thing. It's just randomness.
Letting the cat out the bag.
However, though, if you came out like a cougar, that'd be
It's a
beneficial.
battle cat. It's not a tabby cat. It's a leopard or a cougar or something.
Yeah. So that might be effective in a battle, honestly.
Well, core stats are much better, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Unless I need to travel fast, I'll.
Yeah, your speed becomes 40 feet. You have low light vision and imprecise scent.
How does it deactivate it?
Either he dismisses it because it's technically a spell effect, or it wears off.
What would be interesting is like you just get into a bag, turn into a battle cat, rush into battle, dispel it as you're attacking with your weapon. That would be one
well,
crazy scene.
I'd probably have to draw my weapon. Though I do have the gloves, so it could technically happen.
Yeah. I'm just picturing it like, theater of the mind is like, whoo! It's like, what the crap just happened? Where did you come from? You were just a cat.
I feel like the better one with that is going to be when they see this gnome walk up with a hammer, and he's 60 feet away, and they still get hit in the face with the hammer.
Oh man, good stuff. I want to I want to talk to Core while we're walking. It's like, man, these crows are really starting to freak me out. I don't know if they're good or bad.
You don't feel any draw to them at all? They came to the camp a couple times.
I don't feel any draw, but I do feel this weird dread whenever I see him. Like I don't know, it's just a very uneasy feeling.
Got like bubble guts.
No, more like
Did you get the dysentery?
no, kind of like that feeling, but no, I don't have dysentery. I've been drinking out of my flask, my water skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think you can win your hug off if it comes to it?
Well, I do have a kukri. That's pretty similar to a dagger. So if the hug off don't work, then I'll just slip it into the side real quick. If I feel like I'm losing.
A little pokety poke.
Pokey poke poke.
Give it a little jabbity jab.
Mo,
Yep.
sent you a message.
All right, sorry, I was answering my wife. She's at the house right now.
Those crows still holding their meticulous holding pattern.
Hey, Eve.
Yeah.
Do you feel any type of like power? Some type of energy? Possibly evil?
I guess I can try to feel for it. I don't really know how to do that, but
No, you don't feel anything.
no, why?
Good. I feel this weird energy, like a pulsating energy. I don't know. I figured you might be able to, feel something since we are in the Deadlands, and I don't know. It's just a thought. But yeah, I just want to let you know I feel this kind of weird pulsating energy.
Like a death stone?
It's hard to. No, not really. But no, I just feel an energy. It's in this area. I can feel it around us. Well, now that you mention it, yeah, it kind of does feel a little bit like the stone, but it seems to be like all around me. Like I can't pinpoint it. It just feels like it's all around us, like everywhere. I don't know. It's not like when I see a death stone, it's like an instant pull, but it's kind of similar. You're making me nervous. You're real quiet over there. Are you freaking out right now?
No, I just don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't really
Okay, 'cause
care.
I'm kind of freaking out, but your silence is making me even more uneasy.
Here, I'll bless you.
Oh, okay. No, that
I
didn't
don't
work.
actually do anything. I just say like some words.
No, that didn't do anything. I still feel it.
Well, that's a you problem.
Oh. Oh, okay,
Sorry.
cool. Sorry, I bothered.
Just, yeah.
As the day progresses and y'all travel further, it does feel stronger. Like you're approaching whatever it's coming from.
And I would assume that as we get closer, I would start having conversations with everybody, and like talking to them, like, hey,
Is this similar to what I experienced in, let's say, Orm, or any of these other places?
His description reminds you of the feeling when you were down underneath the tree back before y'all turned off the inhibitor. Remember when you were in the glitches layer and he had the machine that was messing up all the infected people?
I'll explain that to him.
Yeah, because I wasn't with you guys then. I hadn't met you guys yet.
Yeah. Is that something we all kind of experienced, or was that just...
Only you experienced it.
Okay.
Because remember, they could never, none of the infected people could ever approach it, and you had trouble getting close to it.
And that was a device, right, that was doing it?
It was a magical device that was using the power of the stones to alter and control people with powers.
Okay. That's exactly what I said and what I remembered.
It's the one Winky shattered.
A car stops walking. You mean, what do you mean, what? Like, were you controlled?
No, we weren't controlled. It was still had faculties. I mean, there were things that we had to fight. I mean, Winky took care of it. I'm sure he could probably smash whatever you're bothered about.
Okay, so I start walking in like this. It sounded like you were saying I was about to be controlled.
No.
Made me nervous.
You could probably get like Eve to bless you or something. That'd probably prevent that.
Oh yeah, she just did that.
So,
like, 30
okay,
minutes ago.
then you're good
Yeah,
then.
That should be good.
Yeah.
I don't feel any different, but
As you finish your conversation, y'all finish the day's travel and are preparing to set up camp. And you can see in the distance the Kaminoan fortress rising from the plains.
You said it's gotten stronger as we've gotten closer.
yeah, it's pretty strong now. It's coming from that direction. And I give a wide, like, wide arm, like, over there somewhere. I'm not quite pinpoint yet.
Does it look like there are more birds now than there were?
There's a lot more.
I'll go talk to Nadep, like, hey, so the coin thing worked. We'd probably go broke eventually. But what if we did that, but we also gave you a coin that you could blend in? Cause like, oh, I got this coin, and you could like, drop it or whatever, and then you just blend in with the herd.
I mean, good, sure.
I don't know where that's
We'll
gonna get us,
try.
but I seem to have wanted to do that earlier.
I'm bored of it now.
Okay,
Do something else.
sounds good. All right.
I want to run up and put my hand on Core's shoulder and be like, hey, I just had an idea.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when that big Death Stone exploded?
Yep.
And that guy had all the crows?
Uh huh. Yep.
Do you think they're attracted to me?
Maybe. I mean, do you want to like take off your
I
shirt?
don't really want to test this theory.
Oh.
I don't really want to test this theory. I'm a little freaked out right now.
Okay.
But that
Do you
just
feel
went
like
through
your
my
eye
mind.
could see something? Like, have you tried communicating with yourself?
No, it's just an eye. It can't speak.
Okay.
And then I pull out the occult pendant and like, yeah, it's kind of like this guy because it's also an unblinking eye. So technically, I have two eyes that sit on my chest.
Okay.
Give me 1 second, guys.
All right.
1 second is being given in the game to the game master to do things.
Yeah, so I was reading my stuff for all the new equipment items that I got, and it literally says this amulet is a hollow and shaped into the form of an unblinking eye. I'm like, I already have one of those. Okay, now I have two.
Have you tried to use it at all? Cause you like see
The,
dead people with it?
pendant?
No, your
you
eye
said
like
pendant.
just kind of like unbutton like just one little bit, just kind of like you'd be showing some
Super
chest
see
hair,
out.
but it's just the eyeball. Just like, can you shoot like death lasers out of it or something? Does it give you
I don't
supernatural
well,
sight?
Okay, so the death laser thing. Yeah, I'm kind of scared because what if I accidentally like look at you in it? Like, is it doing anything? And then you die instantly. Yeah, like I said, I'm freaked out. I don't know how to use this thing.
Just didn't know if you'd been experimenting or not.
Oh no, I keep this thing covered as much as possible. It's
When
really
you're
freaky.
asleep, do you find that your bed just catches on fire in the middle of the night?
That has not happened. I can definitely, for 100%
Oh.
say that has not happened.
As you're sleeping, have you ever just realized that, hey, you're just dead in the middle of the night?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay.
I did wake up one time. I think I had sleep paralysis and I couldn't move. I think that's just one of those like weird things. You wake up too fast.
Can you like feel the eye like moving and looking around, or is it just like fixed?
I think it's just.
You
fixed. I
know,
don't feel it.
at one point it said that there was a skull on your chest. So is it like in one of the eye sockets? Like, is it like a nipple eye?
No. It's in the center of my chest, and skull's pretty much gone.
It's like a
now.
nubbin.
So there's
Third
no more
nipple.
skull. It's just the eye.
I haven't looked in a while.
I mean, you don't have to show me. I don't need to see.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to.
I don't. No. But the last thing that I remember when I looked at my chest, I don't take off my tunic very much anymore. I'm kind of embarrassed. That yeah, I think the skull was pretty much gone and became an eye. That was after Nita hit me with that weird stuff when, you know, back at the tree. Yeah. Really subconscious about it now.
Everyone stare at the card.
Why y'all looking at me?
Where are you looking
In the
at?
distance, in the distance, you can see the Kiminoan fortress. It looks like it literally was ripped out of the ground.
Ooh, that's pretty. What a great picture.
Yep. Random internet search for the win.
No,
I like it. I like it. I approve of the structure.
It literally looks like someone used a very powerful spell to rip that deep out of the earth and shoot it up. It's basically the plains have ripped open and that is risen up out of it.
So is it
Yeah,
floating
there's
in the sky?
No, it's ripped up the ground with it.
Oh,
It's
so
like
it's like
Nita.
mountains, like giant.
It's just been formed up out of the ground.
I look at Nita and be like, could you do that one day? That'd be pretty cool.
Can I make a smaller version of it right there? Just like, like a sandcastle version, like this.
You kinda could.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. You get started. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, just get like 100 of me, and yeah, we could do this. This is not one person. This is a civilization did this,
What if it was one person?
and it was a titan,
It'd be very scary.
and it was
You
a titan.
One of the only things you can see in the distance is it looks like an army encamped around the fortress.
Should we start a fire on that side?
So like around the walls, or like closer to the bottom of where it looks like it's been pulled out of the ground.
At the base, about a few hundred feet away from the walls.
Okay.
Do they look like they're actively engaged in like a siege, or is this like just a protection out? Like, are their defenses facing towards us, or are they facing towards the
See any
structure?
defenses, you see them all milling around and sitting there.
Okay, so they're a
Some of
protection.
them are actually putting. It looks like some of them. It's hard to tell what they're doing. They're doing something with each other, but they're still too far away. Probably after another day's travel, you'll be close enough to at least see what they're doing.
Okay.
But you have a choice. Do you want to skirt the armies in the fortress, or go more further around, which will run you closer to the cities before you get to the Dwarven fortress? Or do you want to go to the Kiminoan fortress first?
I mean, we're gonna go there one way or another, right? We gotta find out what happened. Am I thinking of the right fortress? That is where we're going, right?
Well, there is a thought to be had here. If we piss off this fortress and then need to go to the other fortress, we still have to go by this fortress to get back. If we go to the Dwarven fortress,
Say, hey, we're
piss
gonna go
off
do
the
this for
Dwarven
you.
fortress.
Yeah. And they
No,
won't
these
care.
are undead too.
Oh.
Who knows
Oh.
what'll happen there?
Yeah.
But if they chase us because they're pissed and they come to this fortress,
Maybe we can
Might
get the two
happen.
armies fighting. So you're suggesting instigation.
no,
So-
I'm not trying to make them fight.
So
I'm just
stand in
saying
between
if
the two of
things
them and
go
light a
bad-
fire and
No,
blame
no. I'm not
and fire on
trying
the
to make them
opposite
fight.
facility.
I'm saying that if we have to run away,
You know,
This
Nadab,
is a
she
better
keeps
option.
saying if, knowing that it will.
Yeah.
That's-
So let's plan
look,
when.
it's
So we ding dong ditch the dwarves, and then we run. And as we're running away and they're chasing us, we make it seem like they're making an offensive attack on the others and start launching fireballs at them. And then we just peel off to the left and then let them
one
fight.
Thing, there's one thing we're not thinking about here. We're not thinking about our donkeys. We can definitely run faster than our donkeys carrying the cart. So we're gonna lose the cart and the donkeys. Just saying.
Quick monetary assertion of value. Those donkeys cost what?
You, sir, do not like the destruction of life.
Just saying, we
Well,
have.
remember, they've got our special wagon with the door.
Yeah, I
on
was
it.
just gonna say
I don't
it
like
has a door.
suffering. Yeah,
we
I get.
can
We
put
can
the
just shove them back
donkeys through
through.
before we enact all this.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
well,
cool.
okay, well, there. That was just my one concern because we can move a lot faster than donkeys. Just saying.
Yeah. But if you move your ass first, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, gotta move your ass first. That means run backwards.
I just meant like put the ass through the door.
All right, so Dwarven Fortress, sir. That's where we're going.
Okay.
Sorry, I may have taken that one too literal.
And nothing happens overnight other than you see the crows increasing.
Let me know when they slip up. When they get too close, man. I'm gonna zap them.
They are not.
So are they like? Are they close to the camp? Because at like on my shift at night, I want to try to see if I can, command them to do something at night, just to test out my theory.
Nothing happens when you try.
We
I'm
should
gonna
all
keep
start.
trying.
We should all start eating with 2 bowls, and in one bowl have our food, and in the other bowl have it empty. And every time we take a bite of food, we put a coin in the other bowl, and see if we can train the crows to bring us coins in exchange for food.
Brings
You
us
do
2
this, guys.
copper.
Hey, but if 1,000 crows bring us 2 copper,
It was just the 2 they already
Yeah.
stole from us.
there's plenty of. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of coins
Oh,
still
yeah.
within these undead cities.
Oh yeah. Church.
I mean, there's no food being exchanged, so there's all this wealth accumulating just sitting around in all these towns. What's the undead buying? A funeral plot?
Alright. We have skirted a little bit further around the fortress, so we're not getting any closer. But we are getting closer to the next town. In the distance, we can see the edges of the town, and it is not nearly as ruined as some of the other ruins. It looks like it's actually being fairly well maintained.
So we got some undead with class.
The one thing you do notice, it looks like a human town. And it looks like they have improvised walls that they've built up around it.
Should we go give it a looky look? A bastion of undead within the Deadlands? Or a bastion of undead? You know what I'm trying to say.
No one does.
Yeah, I know. I'm just mumbling to myself. Excuse me.
Okay. Let's see how the night goes.
Sorry guys, Candy's creeped out about the new house because there's no carpet, so like all the sounds in the house just kind of like echo
Echo.
or reverberate. Yeah,
Nice.
so I'm trying to make sure she's okay.
Do you have an Alexa there or anything like that?
No, we don't have internet or anything hooked up yet. We're still in the process of getting all that,
I was gonna say start playing some like spooky music through it.
No, like
Just add an extra layer to it.
she actually likes kind of the haunted house thing. She's a horror movie nerd.
Alright. So do we go towards the town? Are y'all cool with checking it out? What if it's a bunch of people that aren't undead?
In the middle of the night, Atala, you're on guard duty.
What? No. No.
I
You
forgot she
notice
does.
something very large approaching the camp at night.
at your mama.
I'll activate my night vision goggles and keep my eyes open.
All right, you activate your night vision goggles and you see 6 very large reindeer, obviously completely dead and walking this way.
Are they walking directly towards us?
You can't tell if they're going directly toward us or they're just going to skirt the camp. You're not certain.
I'm gonna keep watch of them. If they're just gonna walk around the camp, I'm not gonna really do anything. But if they start coming towards the camp, I will awaken probably Core and then a car.
Okay. As they're walking, one of them gets a little close to the camp, sniffs around, and they spook a bit and head south.
All right, then nothing. I don't do nothing.
All right.
But as I go to sleep, if a car is still asleep, I'm gonna go near his ear and go, "You're being watched." Go to sleep.
Well, he only
Car wakes up immediately and punches whatever sitting.
Car only sleeps 30 minutes a night, so odds are you found him just sitting there.
Yeah,
The
well,
eye on his chest.
Then if he's just sitting there, I just walk by him and go, "Being watched."
Okay, at this point in our journey, you're going to either be closer to, very close to the town, or a little close to the fort. How do you want to go? Basically, you can go here or here.
Where's our end goal?
Up
Here.
there.
So far, you haven't seen any patrols coming from this town, and they do have a wall around it.
Yeah, I'd say we skirt through like that area there.
So here,
Do.
then here,
Yep.
and there. All right. Is everyone good with that?
Yep.
I'm good.
At this distance, you can definitely see the town, and you can tell that the guards on the towers are watching you.
Can we tell whether they're undead or not?
You can't tell, but you can see the glint that they're using spy glasses.
Don't we have somebody that has a spyglass?
I think. Wait, that might be a different game.
I felt like we
It was
bought
probably
one.
in the bag of holding.
I feel like we bought one like 80 sessions ago.
We might need this someday. Let's buy it.
Well, we did. Like, it was kind of that kind of situation.
It's like we needed one and didn't have it, so we bought one and it's never come up.
Yeah, and we haven't
We never
needed
needed
it
it again.
since then.
From
Yeah.
this distance, the only thing you can tell is that they are keeping an eye on you, and you can tell that they have more soldiers prepped. No one's going anywhere.
We have
Okay.
never acquired a spyglass in this set. Core asked to try and get one, but it only got put on our to buy list. We never actually got one. We have
I'm
one
so
on
glad
B
you take notes, and not me.
But from this distance, you can now see that they are all human, and all of them are undead. It looks like some are skeletons, some are zombies. You might even guess there's other kinds, but it's daytime, so you don't see too much. Some of the more exotic undead wouldn't be out in the daytime. Although you have noticed at the area you're at now, the sky is almost perpetually darkened. Not quite twilight, there's still sun, but it is not nearly as bright and not nearly as warm. Something is actually blotting out about probably 50 to 60% of the sunlight.
The birds.
No, it's just literally the sun's not as bright here.
Interesting.
We don't know if it was the machines or the humans who darkened the sky.
Oh, what to do?
Okay. You wake up in the morning and you notice all the crows are gone.
I feel better.
Oh, you don't feel the pull anymore.
No, he still does.
It's just not as strong. And it's coming from that direction.
It's coming to the north now. And you see a bunch of the people in the town are suddenly running inside buildings when y'all wake up.
Needed. Should we build a hole?
I can if we need to. Is that what y'all want to do?
No, I want to press on to where we need to go.
Okay.
Oh, you think they're running because of us?
A small storm cloud starts rolling around on the horizon, heading toward y'all.
Or do you think it's because of that?
Maybe that.
You can hear an occasional boom of lightning coming from it, and you can see rain drizzling from underneath.
So are we going to try to make our way through the storm or take
Do we
shelter?
hunker down? Which one? What do you want to do?
I vote shelter.
Shelter.
All right. Let's get the wagon parked somewhere safe, and then everybody through the door. We'll hang out in the tree till it blows over.
All right, you create a shelter for the wagon?
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
find some kind of outcropping for it, or I'll create something
You
for
create
it.
the shelter for the wagon, and then when you go to open the door, it opens into nothing. There's no portal.
I'm gonna open and close the door over and over again until it works, or somebody
again.
stops me.
And you can see sparks beginning to fly along the door's frame.
Quick, I need a child to start screaming so we have energy to open the door.
This has happened before. This happened to
No.
Norm.
Yadep, have you tried using your magic recently? Can you just give us like one
I
little
cast
like
prestidigitation. Does it blow me up?
Vegetation is technically a trick, so it works fine.
No.
All the flowers in the area around you turn purple and start growing violently towards the sky.
Violently growing.
All the flowers literally reach about 6 inches up, then fall off and die.
Oh
Was that your plan?
no.
Well, then I would think we have a magic problem.
The rain is getting close now.
Needup doesn't
You're-
move out of the rain. He
But
just
doesn't-
stands. in
Needham,
the
doesn't your
open.
creation powers use different, like, make the hovel? You should
I
still be
just-
able to make a hovel.
I just throw the shovel out and tell it to dig us
That's magical!
something. I'm too despondent. I'm gonna just try it and see if it does anything. And if it doesn't do anything, then we're good.
Okay.
All right.
So you wanted to dig something.
Yep.
Okay.
Dig us
It's
something we
digging
can
a
get out of the rain. It does?
It starts digging a hole,
Okay.
and it digs a hole straight down 60 feet through the bedrock. And all
There
the
you go.
dirt doesn't exist anymore. You don't know where it went.
It just
See,
disappeared.
even your shovel's trying to get away.
Look,
Yeah.
I told it to dig a hole like y'all asked me to. I don't
Yeah,
know what
but-
else to tell you.
Which is creation powers. You're
Fine,
really good at them.
fine,
You're really
fine.
good at them.
The shovel
use-
digs a hole through bedrock and falls into the void.
It comes back to me. Alright, so I'll use my elemental control powers to try and create us a shelter of some sort.
Okay.
Maybe
You
I should
create one of the
focus. more.
crudest, ugliest shelters you've ever created.
Yep. There,
The
see?
walls are filled. The walls seem like they're made out of crystalline, almost like they're as hard as diamond. You can no
Interesting.
longer use your creation powers on them. They're out of your ability to use.
Oh, so I improved them so well that I can't now manipulate them.
Yep.
I like
They
that.
no longer count as earth.
There you go. I guess
Thank
let's
you.
get inside.
As the rain comes down, you see every spot it hits, the plants sometimes grow, sometimes they die, sometimes they shoot up in size, sometimes they change into something totally different.
Well, this isn't gonna be good. Everybody get inside.
There's a flash of lightning, and in the flash of lightning, all the rain that was falling around down instead turned to snow.
So we're having a thunder snow.
And as the snow hits the ground, each one pops with a little electrical charge.
That's scary.
Like each individual flake. They're doing the flake thing, like tap and pop.
Yep.
And then the rain comes back again and starts buffeting, and the wind blows, and in the wind you get the smell of donuts.
Telling me this fantasy world has donuts? That just completely broke the reality for me.
Fried
man.
dough. I didn't invent it. You got to go
Charles, Charles. do
I'm
not-
being
do
sarcastic
not
and a
argue with
jerk.
the guy who tried to make a squirt gun earlier.
We can have donuts, but no watermelon. Donuts reminds me of home.
Okay. Basically, throughout the rest of the day, the storm rages on and everything around's going crazy. And when the storm finally ends, no more grass is left anywhere around, and the entire area feels like it's made out of crystalline material that's in the shape of grass, and it hurts your feet to walk on it even through your boots.
Can I use my creation powers to try and just make us a path?
It does not exist in
Oh,
when you
yeah, I
run
can't
out of
affect
powers,
it.
It's simply not there.
Oh, it's just in our minds, guys. Just get over it. You'll be fine.
And the sun sets.
Sunrise, sunset. Uh-oh.
That was fun, Charles. You gave me a good opportunity to use some good stuff on my Sirenscape. Hope it sounded great.
Need it? You're on guard duty.
Woohoo! All right, time for
You
some
hear something large crunching through the crystalline grass.
All right, I will not use my night vision goggles because I don't have to use that stuff and see what's going on outside.
You look outside and you see what looks like a reindeer, except for it's covered in plate steel, and it has flaming red coming out from its eyes,
Cool.
and its body is hitting the ground and it's making small little quakes as it walks along. It's so dense.
Let's see. What is it? What spell is that? I kind of want to try and make this guy my friend. Could I use charm? Well, I don't have that one actually in there.
None of it's undead.
But it looks so cool.
It's just wandering around, and then it stops because it sees you looking at it, and it looks angry that you're looking at it. It turns around and runs off.
I'm gonna try and hit it with a fireball as it's running away, so that we don't give away our location. Makes sense to need up. We're gonna kill something.
All right.
It saw us.
Make a ranged, just make a punch attack to see how accurate you are at hitting a moving target with a fireball.
An unarmed attack or a thrown attack?
Yeah, unarmed.
Rolled a 2.
Okay. You missed your mark, and when the fireball explodes, it's 4 times the size.
Ooh! Does it miss so much so that it doesn't catch the thing in it?
It did not catch it in it, and it had obliterated a good chunk of the world around it.
Does anybody else wake up from said explosion?
Yes, everyone in the camp is rocked awake because it literally was like a bomb blast.
I'm going to act
Run
just as
attack.
surprised.
Need up.
I don't know what happened. It just blew up over there.
Again.
What'd you say, Katala?
I said, are we seriously letting Meetup be in charge at night again?
Look, guys, I have night vision. This thing tried to attack us, and I tried to kill it, and I missed. I'm sorry.
Something attacked us, and then you used magic in a zone that we already figured out is doing what it does in Orm?
I'm sorry. I, reverted back to my instincts as a magic user in order to defend myself and used a spell.
But you
My
got
bad.
it. But you did get it.
I
That thing's huge. You did get
Comfort
it.
shoulder, I'm like, it's okay, buddy. I understand. You killed it, right?
No,
What?
I missed.
It was a fireball. Oh, wait, but magic's weird. Okay.
Yeah, it blew up like massively bigger than it normally does too.
And you
And
still
I
missed
still
it?
missed it. It's ridiculous.
So is it like right behind me right now?
No, it's gone. It was some like armor-plated demon fire deer. So, yeah.
What'd you do? Scare it away then?
I thought it was going to charge or something.
So it didn't
Look, it
actually
started to
attack
run
us?
away, and I wanted to attack it so it didn't give away our location, and then it blew up and definitely gave away our location, so... Yeah, sorry.
But didn't the town already know our location?
Yeah, they definitely.
Yeah, but
already
now
knew.
they just know I can blow up stuff.
Well,
Maybe
they
we're a bigger threat.
This occurred, but the light was bright enough that the army noticed it too.
Oops. Aren't y'all glad you brought me along, guys? See, Charles doesn't have to work any like points of conflict in. He just has me. I just instigate things.
The living point of conflict.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. It's done now.
Should I just start launching random fireballs off in the distance? I mean, our presence is already known. Should we just scare the crap out of them as the things just blow up as we move?
Oh, I am curious if you get better at casting magic in this zone. If you
it'll
just
work
keep
better?
trying. Not that I really want you to test it.
Okay. Go to like stroke my beard. I just kind of stop for a second. I am obviously not thinking about fireballs anymore. Something seems to be changed enough to sell me off that train of thought. I don't think I'd be engaging with everybody trying to figure out what's going on. Just kind of take my mask off and set it to the side and try not to make a big deal of it.
Look over at Nita and go, "Oh, you finally took the lid off. Cool."
Yeah, I'm gonna drop my hood, and there sits Nita, like nothing's ever changed.
I look at him again. It's like you do know that we knew this whole time, right?
Knew what? The Depp looks perfectly normal, like he always has.
Yeah.
Looks like an ordinary dwarf.
Yeah. I don't know what the lid was for.
He's just being silly.
Yep, I was just playing around.
What does his hands look like, though? Do they look like before?
Dwarven hands.
Okay.
All right.
I know what
moving
y'all
on.
are all standing around looking at me for. We've got work to do. Let's go.
I'm already walking. I've already packed up 2 tents while everybody's staring at me.
Y'all have tents? I just sleep out under the stars. Let's go. Got places to see and ruins to explore.
And undead people to dead.
Silence. Oh.
That
Jeez, who got it?
sounds great, guys. Let's go. Yes. Lead the way.
Corey, you sound weird. What's going on?
What? No. You silly. Huh.
We'll look at Core and see if there's anything visually that's changed.
No, car looks like normal.
Yeah, silly. What are you doing? And we're just gonna keep going, man.
Winky, you look like you're trying to take a poop.
Alright, as y'all leave the area, you can see that the army is marching towards the human town.
Yeah, go get him.
What? No, man.
Yeah. Should we launch a fireball from our location towards them? Like as if it was from the human town? We're still pretty close to the human town, right? I can just lob one. Just,
They don't lob. It's line of sight, direct point, and click.
Fine.
It's not a rifle or an artillery shell. It's
What if we
technically
made it
like a
that way?
laser pointer.
Okay. Well, I guess we want to let the army go in front of us, right?
Yeah, let them go first.
Hey, Core, we're gonna need all the money that you're carrying. All of it. I'll take all of it for you.
Oh, thank you.
I honestly don't know how Core got
Appreciate
any
it,
money
man.
on him.
I know he's been stashing it away. Well, he did until he lost his bag of holding.
Yes, but I've been winning it back.
Yep. Thanks for it, though. I appreciate you giving me all your money.
Not a problem.
All right, here. That's all. I'll put this with all of our money so they quit taking it from us. Hey, you don't have any
No,
secrets that you need to tell us, do you, Core?
I'm actually gonna say There's no way he could have gotten any coppers from our. Like, we had no copper.
Right.
So he was just hoarding copper.
Yeah. It's over there at the penny slot.
When the adventure began, everyone had a few copper and silver in their packs. If you've never spent it, you still have it.
Not Core, though. He gave it all to us.
Near the end of the day, you notice all the crows in the distance to the west.
Hey, Core, my feet are getting tired. You just
A lot
carry me,
more
right?
of them.
No, it's just too much work. That's. But
Oh,
are
so you're lazy. You're not just complicit.
No,
Okay, cool.
I'm not lazy. I just want to hang out with you guys.
All right, so the crows are gathering off to the west.
And y'all are directly south of the Dwarven Fortress.
I guess we want to go towards the Dwarven Fortress. Where do we want to go, guys?
At this point, Akar, your sensation is coming directly from the north.
That way.
And it's not anywhere pulling you towards the Kiminoan fort.
Definitely that way.
We're just gonna tie you to the front of the donkeys, and you just walk in the direction you're being pulled, and we'll just let you steer.
So you're gonna ignore the crows?
Yeah, for now.
Okay.
They're fine. They're just lapping.
I'm just waiting for him to get close enough.
At this
I'm
point,
definitely keeping a side eye on the crows.
do you want to progress even slower now that you're approaching the edges of the Dwarven fort?
The fact that you suggested it makes me inclined to say yes.
No, we just.
I figured that, or you just waltz right up to it.
I want to slowly approach it.
Because y'all
yes.
have the speed to waltz right into it in one more day.
Well, to be honest with you, since we're getting close, we can see that we're getting closer. I would do more scouting missions and things like that, and I would think that we would probably move a little bit slower.
All right. As the sun sets, you notice that there is no moon tonight at all.
Well, I guess Needup's the only person going to see anything tonight.
And Jack is currently curled up as a dog asleep next to Winky. This is the first time y'all seen him take a dog's form in a while. Or technically it's a wolf, but he's a small one, so it's more like a dog.
Yeah, I could tell. It's tiresome being a human sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm only half human, and I feel it too.
Okay. We have an option. We can continue playing a little bit further, or we can go ahead and stop here and we can prep for the approach to the Dwarven Citadel.
Surely the device is going to be outside. We won't even have to go in.
Yeah, we just walk up. It's gonna be on display in the front, like right outside the
We're going to
portcullis.
have a button that says off. That's
Self-destruct switch. They were very intuitive when they built it. Very caution-minded.
Yeah.
If it ever got in the wrong hands, they could just flip a switch and it'd be gone.
I would say prepare, but my concern is those crows. Still iffy about those crows and why they're. I'm assuming they left because of the storm, but now they're back following us again.
They're not near y'all. They're off to the west altogether.
Yeah, but they're.
It's-
And there's
So
a
wait,
couple hundred of them now to the west. Basically,
Right.
the crows are over this way. The citadel for the dwarves is here, and the army is currently over here heading towards the humans.
no. With
The undead humans.
Yes.
in the Citadel, my brain, I had the army surrounding the Kaminoans.
They were surrounding the Kiminoan citadel, and now they've left to chase out whatever the fireball was.
Yeah, they saw the fireball, so
Oh.
they decided to go after these guys, thinking they were trying to attack them or something.
Hmm. Okay.
We just did kind of the opposite.
We did
different
your
thing
plan
than-
just too soon.
It wasn't my plan. It was my
This is not
counter plan.
show of
to
hands.
the
This was her plan.
the
Yeah. This was
crap
her-
show
Yeah.
situation that was gonna occur.
Okay. I say we wait for next week. Which would be my vote.
Keeping an eye on them pros.
Anyone else have an opinion?
Yeah, well, I'd say waiting.
Okay. So tonight's award: Mo for starting a forest fire. Smokey's crying now.
Ah, be all right.
You get a bonus experience and an extra action point. And Core, you and your surly cat noises, you get a bonus action point as well.
Hey.
Hero point, action point, hero point.
Right. Well, folks, I don't know if they dropped it in the chat, but we got a Discord if you guys want to come hang out and chat with us. We're there. We'll be coming up with a Valheim modded server soon if anybody wants to play with that. But yeah, that's where we're at if you want to hop in with us. Outside of that, so long and farewell.
See you next time.
Bye.